And I'm like, I'll tell you what, man. I'm like, you should never say that to somebody. I'm like, because I would give up smoking pot forever to get rid of my pain.
Yeah. The pot just makes the pain a little easier to
Tower,
deal with.
it doesn't take it away. It makes it so you can actually do something during the day.
For some of my pains, it does take them away, certain strains do it. But yeah, most of the pot that I've had just kind of make me happier so that I can just get through it.
Yeah. Well, that's the depression with the pain.
Yeah.
I know that well. Is this me?
Sure. Grab some headphones if you want.
Okay.
Since you're our co-host today.
I am not.
Hi, Marie. How are you?
You're on the show.
If you're in that seat, you're co-host. All the rest of us are just here.
Yeah.
Where is Mr. Wayne today?
Is he joining us?
He'll be here, and our bullhorn is working, so if anybody wants to use the bullhorn.
Oh, we could be obnoxious
we need
today.
to take this away,
Feel free.
just in case that lady shows up again.
Free obnoxious pass.
Where can we hide it? Is that the buzzer when everybody starts talking this time?
I need a bell.
How does this thing work?
We do have to bring the bell in.
This is on. Hello. Can you hear me? Testing.
Ouch. Ow, stop it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that does
Should I-
hurt thing.
Is it working? Hello?
No, stop that.
What, this?
God,
No,
no.
that.
You're terrible.
I'm in rare form. Sorry.
We've had a rough morning.
Yeah, near-death experience.
A few.
That one was a doozy, though.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, buddy.
Big doozy. No, I was a scary driver.
But
It was all my fault.
it
Tracy,
would
get up on that mic.
It would have been, but in all defense, like that dude was.
That guy was flying.
Yeah, he was.
Like, I made an illegal left,
There's
yes, but that guy was freaking
way.
speeding.
Like, he was definitely speeding. Like, he did not slow down.
It was like a
at
big utility
all.
work van, too. It's like,
It was-
fuck.
Yep, it would have hurt. Would have hurt bad.
Whew.
Definitely. You guys would be listening to sirens and stuff right now.
Absolutely. I think I'm still
Yeah.
puckering a little bit.
What's that smell?
God damn.
Just shit
It
yourself.
definitely
Close.
sucked, man.
Really close.
Talk about near death. You couldn't just see that flash because at the same time, I think we both saw
And
the
I'll tell you
truck.
what, it's not often I'm like, shit, I fucked up. That was my bad.
Good morning,
Guy-
Trenton. Good morning.
The guy in the white van that almost killed us this morning, I'm sorry. I'll send you some toilet paper.
He might need it after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, that sucked. It did. That was a tough one.
So today's show, we made a new Christie video on the Bayonne Beach. I want you all to watch that. It's really stupid and obnoxious.
It was funny as heck. So funny.
Ed didn't even know he got spit on. When they hugged it out, I went slow motion. And Wayne goes as they're hugging.
Oh, wow.
Nobody even saw it till last night. I'm like, Wayne, did you spit on Ed? He's like, yeah. And we slowed it down. He's like, sure enough. It's great. Great video. Hi, Rich. Here with Morgan, Tracy,
Rich.
Eric,
Good
Marie.
morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
We got a big show coming up today. Are we calling anybody?
I don't know. Are we?
I think we should.
I think we should call the Dennis and Judy show
My
today.
goodness, girl.
Oh. Yeah.
They're talking about it all over the place. They'd love to have y'all on.
Bring in the boss squad, I'm gonna get mine. Go to the crowd if you can't do the time. Don't tell me how you're off and down. When you're smiling in my face, but you play me like a clown, it's your fool, bitch. So just step back, or I'm mad that when I come down straight. I thought you were my piece, but you play me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. back on the scene. It's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. Won't want people to stay this way. What do they is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises all the time. Don't cross the line, and you know it's mine. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's go. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's go. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's roll. Wait. Who you wanna roll with? Let's go.
Travel by, get something in your rigger. Travel by, get something in your rigger. Travel by, get something in your rigger. Travel by, get something in your rigger.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? 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 Who you wanna roll with?
It's Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to get ready. Wait, what? I don't know. Wayne does this. I don't use. Wayne, how do you do this? Ladies. It's Thursday. That's all I know. And we're smoking cannabis. We're vaping cannabis. We're eating cannabis. We're sticking it under our tongue. We're putting it in our rectum. There's no children. I can say that. Sorry.
Speak for yourself.
I was looking at you and I said,
I know you are. I saw that. You had a twinkle in your eye.
rectum. Nearly killed him.
Nearly killed him.
All right. It's Thursday.
We almost got killed this morning.
These are the best podcasts ever at the Statehouse. I'm loving this.
Always a good time.
Maria, I want to talk to you, though, first, because we talked last week, and actually we talked a few times, and we never really talked on air about why you got your card. A little bit. And there's things that I'm ignorant to, that I am totally ignorant to, that I just was like, whoa. So Marie, how long have you had your medical cannabis card? A couple of years now?
For 2 years.
2 years, right?
Yeah.
And it's helping you.
It has, yeah. I couldn't walk before.
You couldn't walk. You were you had a weight issue. I believe you lost a lot of weight.
I lost 100 pounds.
100 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
In my first year, I lost 20 pounds.
You look great. I saw that before and
Yeah.
after,
Amazing.
obviously. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yep.
Huge transformation.
How are you feeling?
I feel amazing. Like it's like night and day from what I was before and what I am now. I was depressed. I was in bed. You know, I didn't get to see my kids too often because I was in bed and I had a very hard time even getting to the couch. So,
Wow.
yeah, it was a lot for me to take a card ride to, like, say, the doctors, which I had to do several times a month. I was in and out of the emergency rooms because I was in so much pain that I didn't know which pill I should take next. I was on over 50 pills a day.
What pills? Do you remember?
Between the opioids and the antidepressants, and I no longer have 50 pills a day.
Woo! Wow. That's amazing. And thank you, cannabis. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you,
No
God.
worries.
Thanks, God. Thanks again. Oh, man. what are your symptoms? Did you have side effects from these pills?
Oh yeah, I had a ton of side effects. You know, I lost a few teeth over it because the opioids make your mouth dry. I don't even know. Like the side effects were crazy. I was always hot. I was always angry. It's just ridiculous, you know.
I mean, hot, physically hot,
Physically hot,
and
like
mentally
sweating.
hot.
Sweaty.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
mentally hot.
Oh.
Hot. Wow.
Yep.
And cannabis helps you with all those symptoms.
Oh, yeah.
Antidepressant for you, I guess.
Yep. The only thing that it did bipolar.
Oh.
Because I refuse to smoke when I'm angry.
That's the best time to smoke.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yep. I refuse to do it. I don't know why. It's like just to spite myself.
I'm
Who
always
knows?
angry. I'm just kidding.
So, what kind of treatments do you go through besides cannabis for your issues?
Anymore, I don't go through any treatment. That's it.
What are the issues that you're having?
Well, what I used to have was muscle spasms, nerve pain, bone pain. I had a uterus once, and they took that away from me. I had a medical device implanted in me, and that's why I'm in the program. It ripped through my organs and my nerves and my bones and my muscles.
Wait. This is a medical device that was implanted into you?
Yes.
By a doctor?
By a doctor. And the company that created the device knew that it was faulty and that it would do this eventually.
Wow. What was it made of?
Polypropylene, which is essentially a plastic fork, fishing line, plastic bags. It's plastic.
And they put that in your body expecting you to go the rest of your life with this thing? I
Yeah.
guess?
And over time it hardens. So you think of a plastic fork, you throw it in the dishwasher. The first time it might come out just fine like it was before, but after a few times of it getting hot and then drying out, it cracks and it breaks. And that's what happened to me. It hardened inside my body and it started ripping through things.
It started like migrated, like the pieces.
Pieces of it did break off, but it embedded itself in my bladder, my urethra, my uterus. It actually went through my uterus, and I had to have the hysterectomy because of it.
Did you know that was happening inside your body? Like, were you experiencing
No.
pain as it was doing this?
I did have a lot of pain, but nobody could tell me what
Why?
was the snowball that I ended up on 51 pills a day.
Oh my God.
So
What a scam.
it was ridiculous.
What was this thing called?
I'm not allowed to say.
Oh, that's right. You can't say a lot of things about this, but we can talk shit about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was that. Sounds like that mesh thing.
Some
that
sort of a
seemed-
mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like that a lot of people sued for that, and
Yeah.
they scammed a lot of people with their
Yeah,
bullshit
they really did.
crap.
Yeah, they really did. That's why my doctor was talking to me about that because that might be a next step for me. But he said that they couldn't implant anything in me anyway. He's like, they'd have to build it out of my abdominal wall.
Right. Use your own fascia,
Yeah.
which is what they were supposed to originally do.
Oh.
They used to the old way was to build your fascia with your own fascia. So they
That's
So your body
reattach it.
doesn't reject it, and
Right.
everything
Exactly.
is you.
right.
Yep, they would just
Mhm.
basically use small stitches and hold it in
Yeah, 'cause-
together, and you might have to have that done every 15 years or so,
But
depending on
still,
your age.
yeah.
You know,
But when you're like, for me, body rejects anything that's foreign, so that's why they've never been put a rod in. So when that option came up, that was the
yeah,
do it from the abdominal wall. That's crazy that they didn't.
yeah,
I'm
because
sorry.
the one surgery is more invasive, and I have bleeding issues, so they were trying to be as quick as possible.
So they were cutting corners.
And
Oh.
the surgery
They
that
took the easy route, not the best one for you.
right, and the original surgery is a longer process. And they told me a longer healing time. So
Right.
I went with the shorter healing
Could it-
time because I had just had children.
Could it have been that the insurance company didn't want to pay?
No, it wasn't that. This is what the doctor
This
was
doctor.
coaxing me
Yeah,
into.
it's what the doctor wanted.
And I was young.
This is what's best for you.
Yeah, I was young.
But it doesn't
so
matter
I
how old
believed
you are.
him.
You shouldn't have to go through that.
Things about this, but we can talk shit about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was that. Sounds like that mesh thing.
Some
that I
sort of a
seen.
mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like that a lot of people sued for that, and
Yeah.
they scammed a lot of people with their
Yeah.
bullshit
they really did.
crap.
Yeah, they really did. That's why my doctor was talking to me about that because that might be a next step for me. But he said that they couldn't implant anything in me anyway. He's like, they'd have to build it out of my abdominal wall.
Right,
Which
use
is-
your own fascia,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
what they were supposed to originally do.
Oh.
They used to the old way was to build your fascia with your own fascia. So they
That's
So
yeah.
your body
Reattach it.
doesn't reject it, and
Right.
everything
Exactly.
is you.
Right.
Yep, they would just
Mhm.
basically use small stitches and hold it in
Yeah, 'cause-
together. And you might have to have that done every 15 years or so,
But
depending on
so-
your age.
yeah.
You know?
But when you're like, for me, body rejects anything that's foreign, so that's why they've never been able to put a rod in. So when that option came up, that was the
Yeah,
do it from the abdominal wall. That's crazy that they didn't.
yeah,
I'm
because
sorry.
the one surgery is more evasive, and I have bleeding issues, so they were trying to be as quick as possible.
So they were cutting corners.
And
Oh,
the surgery
They
that
took the easy route, not the best one for you.
right, and the original surgery is a longer process. And they told me a longer healing time. So
Right.
I went with the shorter healing
Could it-
time because I had just had children.
could it have been that the insurance company didn't
Sweetheart.
want to pay?
No, it wasn't that. This is what the doctor
This
was
doctor.
coaxing me
Yeah,
into.
it's what the doctor wanted.
And I was young.
This is what's best for you.
Yeah, I was young.
But it doesn't
so
matter
I
how old
believed
you are.
him.
You shouldn't have to go through that. And
But
you
I
shouldn't have
trusted
to-
him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
I
See,
wonder.
I was
Yep.
young and I trusted him.
I wonder
Yeah.
if the doctors were getting kickbacks.
Yep.
Somehow
Of course
for
they
some
are.
of this product.
yeah.
Of course
a lot
they
of them
are.
are.
They
A lot of
definitely
them are.
were.
Sure.
From the hospitals, from
Really,
the-
doctors
probably-
do that kind of stuff? They
Uh,
take kickbacks like that? I'm just being stupid.
It is stupid.
I love women.
I am
Because
so
I've
very
never
sorry.
heard
Yeah.
you.
That's why I love women.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I am. I could be a bigot or something. That's horrible.
House. I'm truly spoiled rotten. I really did grow up. And it's just going to the doctors by myself. Granted, it's a new doctor, new experience, but still, like, I mean, come on now. I'm like going to be 40 and be able to do this by now.
Tiffany says you get a pill, then a pill for the side effects, and another pill for the side
Well,
effects. And then
yeah.
doctors ignore women when a
Mhm.
lot when they come in with pain.
Well, and that's what I was worried about. Was this was a new doctor for me, and I was like, so I felt like a baby, but
Move your chair up.
I
Wait,
guess
she's not talking loud enough?
No, you're not talking loud enough.
You
me,
feeling okay?
really?
Yes.
Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, you okay? You sure?
Maybe I'm still shaking from,
That
from
accident
him
really
driving.
You really did get shaken up.
It happened. Oh,
We can move the
there-
table to you.
There's your
Here,
your
go.
megaphone.
Oh,
I asked why he brought the megaphone for this reason.
yeah.
today.
The megaphone works, Rich. Just so you know, it's working. It's for you. All for you. There's no volume control unless you stick something in there and play with it. You can do whatever you want to do with it. It's fine. Just wipe it off when you're done. For the next person.
With community property now, huh?
No DNA testing on that one, huh?
Ooh,
No
back
way
in
to
business.
swab it appropriately. Oh man. So, what do you guys think about all this?
Hold on. We're not
Oh,
done yet
yeah.
because what? Wow. I'm just in shock of this whole story.
So am I. My gosh, you poor thing.
It is kind of mind bending.
It is. It just goes to show you that you don't know
Mind-blowing,
what somebody
yeah.
else is going through just from like the way they look on the outside.
That's very
I
true.
have a handicap placard, and I love the looks that I get when I go into a handicap spot. A young, healthy girl,
Right.
and I
You
hop
don't know
out of the
me.
car. But see, I don't know which step. Is it going to be the 20th step, the first step, or
I
the
hear ya.
100th step?
Yep.
That's going to cause the pain to shoot, into the spot that makes me burn and ache, and where my muscle spasms end up. I don't know which step it's going to be. So, and neither do you. So I'll take my handicap spot. I work as fast as I can.
Be anything. Doesn't have to be a step. Getting out of my car, I get that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Sometimes, yeah, if I move my leg a certain way,
Yeah.
I end up with nerve pain.
It doesn't want to just go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And you're
doesn't
like,
work.
come on, let's do this. And
And-
it's like, no.
One of the things that, like, I so get where you're coming from with that. Like, MS is a disease. Unless I told you, am I in pain right now? Fucking hey. Does it go away? Sometimes it's bearable. Like today, it's bearable because I medicated. Had I not medicated, there's no freaking way I'd be sitting in this chair. No way.
Yeah.
But I know that frustration because I too use a handicap placard. And there's some days where I'm feeling okay and I just don't.
Yeah.
And then there's other days where I look fit as a fiddle, but like I'm dying inside. And the looks I get from people are like, "You scumbag, you're parking."
Yes.
Really? How would you just like to feel this for about 10 seconds
Right.
and tell me how much of a scumbag I am now?
Yeah.
Wake up from one day being me.
Indeed. Oh, I have had those looks like, that's your mom's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. That drives me
Make steam
insane.
come out of my ears and people even intonate that. First of all, my mother has passed away, but holy cow.
I'm using Tracy's.
yeah, but Tracy's with you though.
Yeah, she is.
You know, I wish I didn't have a handicap placard. I wish I could park in the back of the lot and not sweat it.
But we're not parking.
That's what I
handicap
really
spot.
want.
Thank you.
Even though it's handy at the Garden State Arts Center, I have to say. But
There are some handicaps
there are
for it.
some perks to being
There's some
handicapped.
perks.
You
But
get
well,
to park most of the time.
I refuse to get plates. I
No, I won't
absolutely
do
refuse
that.
to get plates because I am
No.
sorry. But have you ever driven with somebody who has plates, like
Yeah.
physical plates?
Yes.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Are you stereotyping?
I have
guess
plates.
I am.
I have handicap plates.
Well, I've never driven.
Oh, you're one
behind
of
you.
them?
Oh, you're one of
So
those.
I'm one of
Like-
those.
He is.
We don't associate with placard holders. We're plate holders.
You placard.
I'm a placard holder by choice.
The
Thank you
placard's the
very
in thing
much.
now.
plate or both.
Placard.
Placard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll
It's
talk to you
just
then.
easier.
Yeah.
It is just easier because I can go
The
like
plated
today.
placard mobile.
I'm with Eric, so I was able to
Plated
bring
placard.
it with me.
You can get both. Talking to them.
So-
I can't hear you.
I know I can,
can't
but I
hear you.
don't want. And I don't. What am I going to put it on? I don't want to put a handicap placard on my Trans Am. I'm sorry. And I don't want to put one
I
on my
would.
truck either.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
why
wouldn't
not?
I don't
play
wanna
with
put
Lefty's
tags
nipple
on it,
clip. No
no.
way. I just wouldn't.
You don't know where that's been. Actually,
That's a CBT
yeah.
device.
the mop was yeah, we did something with the mop.
Could you explain for those CBT, please?
What- yeah.
CBT.
Oh, it's
And-
just I don't know what it stands for. I just heard it somewhere.
What is it? What do you think it stands for?
I'm not really sure.
It sounds like cock and ball torture to me.
Oh, that's
Was that a
right.
good guess?
That's right. That's what it was. A big clamp, and you said it was lefties. I don't know. I
This
put
is a
one and
great
one together.
transition. This is one of those funny, sad transitions now. Because what kind of therapy did they give you for your?
I got physical therapy.
Yeah,
And
what kind?
because that helped, right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Listen
I
to
was
what
in pain
kind.
every single time that I had to go.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
So because of the type of implant that I had, they basically had to go through my vagina to massage the muscles to get the spasms to stop. And it was
The internal-
excruciating.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I never heard
Oh my
that
God.
before in my life.
Oh yeah, it's kind.
I didn't know that. I was very ignorant to that.
Yeah.
Me as well.
And it's extreme, and they
That
do
sounds
it on
horrible.
men too.
Poor
They used
woman,
like
poor girl.
acupressure or whatever it is and pressed on different areas just to kind of release so that I can walk again and walk out of there, you know.
But
and
it worked.
No.
It didn't work.
No, after a whole entire year of physical therapy, I left with tears in my eyes at my last appointment because they told me that I had not improved at all and they can no longer see me.
Can I ask
Because
you?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
and that
Oh.
that broke my heart.
I just wanted to ask you a question because I've worked in the adult novelty community before, so I was wondering like, did they recommend you go to a store? Because like I've seen women with like different issues like that, and they recommend like dilators and things
Right.
like that.
Yeah, they did. You have an ant on your shoulder.
So I was just curious, like, because like, but it sounds like it really hurt. The vibrations hurt you. So it
Oh
didn't help.
yeah. Like I couldn't ride in the car unless I was laying down. So any kind of like
Oh.
vibration,
I wonder if like Kegel exercises would have helped you.
it caused the spasms.
Oh.
Yeah,
It would
my
it would
God.
start them up and
That's
it would not
crazy.
stop.
I was just curious
because if your muscles have that disformation, right, they're malformed. When you try to do the Kegel, that's
No,
what causes it. Does
it's not
that set off-
malformed.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's
Scar tissue.
Yeah, that's what
well
I.
no,
No.
because of the plastic where it was located, it tightened around the muscles, and so it would cause it to spasm.
Okay. So
Oh.
it was caught. Yeah. Ugh.
So they were able to get everything removed.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've had 2 removal surgeries. The first one was in 2006, and I had about a week later had to have emergency surgery because I hemorrhaged.
How long of a surgery was that first one?
7 hours, I think.
Wow, it's a long surgery.
That's a long
Oh.
surgery.
And then to stop the bleeding was another 3 hours. And then the second surgery that I had for removal was, I think, another 7-hour surgery, 7 or 8 hours.
So is everything out, or do you still
Yeah,
have?
The second surgery removed the foot of it because it's the doctor who created the surgery to remove it was the one who removed my mesh. Oh, I didn't say that.
No.
Plastic.
Yeah.
What's a mash?
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's a
I thought you were calling
TV
me a
show that you
mensch.
can find on Hulu,
There you
No,
go.
I'm a mensch. That's what I am.
and it's about the military back in Vietnam. There you go.
But yeah, that second surgery, the doctor did everything that he could to make sure that I wouldn't have the bleeding issue afterwards. And that, I think the next surgery that I had to stop the bleeding there was another like 6 or 7 hours, something crazy. And I got 6 units of blood. So they practically replaced all of me.
Wow.
Dangerous stuff. And people are still getting this stuff implanted in them.
Man.
Well,
to this day,
Every day.
they're still doing this.
Yeah.
So
They
this
are still
procedure is
doing
still
it.
They're still
ongoing
doing
today.
it.
Listen,
Yep.
your best advocate
Wow.
is yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I learned that through
Yeah.
support groups online and on Facebook and everything. And if it wasn't for them, I would have never found the doctor that does the full removals. We went all the way out to Missouri to see this doctor. And, you know, I'm away from my family, my kids, everything for what we thought was going to be 2 weeks ended up being 3.5 weeks because the bleed out issue. So they made me stay out there an extra, 2 weeks. I think it was an extra. But I ended up getting my follow-up right the day before I left. He gave me the clearance to leave.
So as you stand right now, like health-wise, aside from pain issues and everything else, I mean, internally, is everything
Yeah.
better,
Yeah. It's
if that's the right word?
I don't get as many muscle spasms, nearly as many muscle spasms, which is why I'm able to walk again. The pain was so intense that I couldn't move my legs. Like if I lifted up my leg, I would start having spasms.
Sure, everything's connected.
Did it feel
Right.
like a constant Charlie horse, just so like
You-
people
Did
have
you,
a better understanding of like what it felt like for you?
if you've ever experienced child labor,
Well,
that
the
was,
men want it, but
Yeah, I can't say that I have.
yeah.
I had a kidney stone a couple times.
There you go.
there you go.
That's
That's
like
that. I
child
hear
labor.
that's pretty close.
Yeah,
So
just imagine that
it's
pain
really-
running up and down your
It
leg.
Oh
was
my
almost
god, man!
Localized
Okay.
to your leg.
Yeah.
Childbirth is almost as painful as what I was going through. I did childbirth naturally, and I was able to handle it.
Sure.
I couldn't do this one naturally. And on my bad days, when I actually hit a 10, I was in the hospital, because I took my Dilaudid, I took my Percocets,
Right.
I took
Yeah.
all the crap that they gave me.
And they treated you like a drug
Did
addict.
they cheat?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
you just
you're
want more
drug seeking.
drugs.
Right. You know what I used
Drug
to do?
seeking.
When I
More
would go to
drugs.
the
Oh
ER,
my god.
I would bring my script, my
Oh, I did.
oxys, and I would tell them, I'm a pain management patient. I'm not drug seeking. Here's my script. It got filled on this date. I have the
Count
proper
'em.
count them, so you don't treat me like a freaking drug addict.
I love
I'm
showing-
here because I don't want to take extra pills because
Right.
I'm not supposed to,
Yeah.
and what I took
Right
is not
on.
working.
I
Right.
love showing this off. This is what I call my bong bag now. It used to be my meds bag, and it was filled with all my pill bottles. That
Ugh.
way, when I had to go to the emergency room, I could just take it with me.
Gross.
So now it's filled with coloring books, colored pencils, my medication,
bongs.
and a bong.
And a
yes.
I've seen her walking around with a
Nice.
bong and a bottle of water just in case.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to have both. You can't
Well,
have one without the other.
I didn't know
It's
that she
far
traveled
more
with water in the
enjoyable
bong.
with the water
It's way more
attachment, I
fun
would
now.
think.
I love
Oh.
my bong bag.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Bomb bag.
50 bottles later, huh?
Yeah. Well, not 50 bottles, but 50 pills. So some of them were multiple times a day.
Ugh.
A lot of them were.
What did that do to your liver?
They were monitoring my liver every 3 months just to make sure that you know, everything was still enzymes
Your
where they're
counts ever
supposed
go
to
out of
be.
whack?
They've been elevated slightly before, but now that I'm on cannabis, it's
How are
back
your
down to normal.
kidneys?
Well, it's not your body's not
Good.
filtering out all the junk.
Good.
Yeah, I don't have to I'm not on one of those pills, so they don't
Mhm.
even watch any of that. The only thing that I have to do is like get clearance to get like dental work from my cardiologist because I was born with a little tiny hole in my heart.
Isn't it amazing how you keep hearing all these stories day in and day out of all these sick people that were on all these pharmaceutical drugs that are now in the medical marijuana program here in New Jersey? And the majority of the people I'm hearing about and the majority of the people that I know are no longer on any of these pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
And they've replaced it with one plant.
Still take 2 pills a day because I do have bipolar 2, and that's
I think they should like increase the allotment for like especially with people with psych issues. Like I have bipolar as well, and I've been on Seroquel for like 10 years. And if they just increase the allotment to 4 ounces, I could use that extra 2 ounces for the nighttime medicating, so I could get off that. Because like I'm admiring this story because like I want to do the same thing. Like I would love to get off Seroquel and get fit, and like it's a really positive story because. Seriously, I have bipolar disorder, and that's why I smoke sativas because it just like mellows me out. It makes me so happy, and like, but I feel like I'm like that's a really good job. Just like tell you that.
Thank you.
It's really awesome. It's encouraging.
Maybe there's a strain for bipolar. Maybe.
I'm hoping to find one.
They should make one.
Yeah, I mean, if there isn't one, there should be, because I mean, it would not only help you guys, but veterans and so many other millions of people. I was actually looking up. Somebody from town actually sent me, or I put something on my feed, and it was about how sticks.
I just want
states that had
Go ahead, Rich. Grab a mic,
Yeah.
Rich. Otherwise, it never happened.
there was a study that was done by JAMA, the Journal of American Medical Association, Internal Medicine to be exact.
Yeah.
It was on April 3rd, just a few months ago. And basically what they did is a 5-year study on Medicare Part D. And if you don't know what Medicare Part D is, it is the part of your Medicare coverage that indeed pays for your prescriptions. What they found is that in states that implemented any kind of cannabis program, any kind of medical cannabis program, they saw an amazing reduction in the amount of daily prescribed opiates. One of the numbers I remember is 6 or 7.62 million less doses per month or something, which is astounding. Overall, I think the drop was 16% across the board. I did a comparison study between Michigan and New Jersey, which roughly has the same population. New Jersey is slightly larger by about 1.5 million people, and there
That's
you go.
the one you're talking about, right?
Exactly, and the numbers don't lie; it's their own numbers. And I just thought that was such a killing blow to these people who want to keep this prohibition going and do some stupid decrim thing, which all that does is put more of a target on someone's back.
This is not decrim, what we have going on.
It's not decrim.
No, I'm
just
just using that as a.
It's something weird.
It's something weird. It's called it is called the suspension of an unjust law.
Yeah, that's weird to me. I've never seen that
before.
before.
It seems.
I know.
It's foreign.
Wait a minute. Are we in New Jersey still, or are we over the? Are we in that movie where we're like, oh, maybe we are in the movie? Don't pay attention to the guy behind the iron curtain. Sorry.
Wizard of Oz.
But your story is amazing.
And
Truly is amazing.
It is mind blowing that you're here.
Sure.
And you're here all the time. You show up all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Helping.
It's inspirational for other people that are in your same in the same position. as
She's
you.
setting up. She's
Yep.
something set up and everything.
Yeah.
And it definitely gives me more inspiration to get rid of these things so that way I can help set up too.
Yeah. Thank you, Rock.
It's my next
Seriously.
goal. I'll get there.
Can of Warrior. Another Can of Warrior. Fighter. Love it.
Kind of warrior princess.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Princess.
Oh.
Right. See? Royalty.
Hey now.
Shotgun off,
I saw Denise dancing. Was that a recent picture of her?
Oh
in the
yeah,
limelight there. That was
Sure
cool.
was. We were at Donovan's on Tuesday, and someone caught it over. I was like, wow, I wish I could have caught that. Still, it's a cool shot though.
That's great.
It was a good shot.
Sometimes the light's all shining on me.
Yeah. That's it. Cool.
What's that? Really cool picture.
So I heard Ed on 101.5 on the way in.
Oh, good. Good. Talk about our show and how we should listen to our show. And
No, he was just talking about how much he really enjoyed the fact that there were certain radio personalities that would accept his phone calls from there, who are now sort of in trouble, and he's just showing his support. If Ed says you're not a racist, you're probably not a racist.
yeah, he'll call you out.
In a minute. Not at all. I think they could have used a better choice of words.
What did they say? What did he say?
Well, they were talking about our Attorney General, Mr. Grawl.
Okay.
He's a Sikh, and due to his religious proclivities, that he must wear, much like someone who's Jewish has to wear their yarmulke, he has to wear a turban.
Okay.
And they were calling him Turban Man, and some people took great offense to that.
Turban head, I think.
Turban head.
Turban head.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was rather derogatory.
Yeah.
What?
It
What?
was.
To get rid of it and then know his name.
What did
That's
they-
terrible.
Wearing the turban has to know
That's
his
Come
name.
terrible.
here. Come here. What
Whoa,
else?
whoa,
No,
whoa,
what else?
hold on.
We want to know. No, tell us more. We don't. Oh,
See, it's a hot topic.
it's a hot. Yeah, we
It
don't
is
know.
a
It's a hot
We're
topic,
ignorant.
and that's and you know
I
what?
think
It's a
they used the
serious
wrong choice of
situation.
words. I think it
Isn't
was
it?
offensive to some folks.
It is a serious
It's
situation.
offensive. It
I
is
mean,
offensive.
it really is. I mean, that's a religious. It's a.
Do I really think
I'd be
I mean,
offended.
that
it-
those two people
it's
are
their
racist? No. What they said was, though.
What they said was, and the people they're
Yeah.
saying it to that don't understand that they didn't mean it that way.
Indeed. Well, then, I was listening to it, and they're like, we can always shut it off. Well,
Yeah, you could.
Well, how do you think Howard Stern got most of his people to listen? By people who really didn't want to hear what he had to say, but couldn't wait to hear what he was going to say next?
So that is a racist term, then, I guess. Turban head,
Oh,
Rag
Well,
head.
it's not a term of endearment for sure. I mean,
yarmulke head.
right.
towel head. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
those are derogatory things. So yeah, we're all on the
I
same
just-
page here.
Really think it's a poor choice of words. That's all.
Yeah.
He was
I
trying to
don't-
be
I
a
don't think
shock
it was
jock.
wrong.
He thought he was a shock
I
jock,
think
and he
it's wrong
failed.
what they did. It was stupid, and it probably may have cost jobs. It was that's how we grew up. I mean, what the hell?
It
you
is
know?
how we grew up. It's unfortunate, but it's how we grew up. I mean,
Yeah, potheads.
Like,
You're
You're all potheads.
I don't know, man. It was, I've tried so hard to wrap my mind around bigotry and racism. I can't do it. I don't know. I don't think of people like that. It's weird. No, it's not. I guess it's not
People-
weird.
Some people don't like different.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
That's what it
Because
is.
you're
Everything has to be the
because you're-
same. You
because you're-
must all be like me.
because you're
Mhm.
different than me, and you do it differently than I do it. So you shouldn't
You're
have that.
Evil.
Oh,
You
God.
shouldn't be able to
Learned.
do it.
Racism is learned behavior. You don't grow
Right.
up to be a racist.
Exactly, and that's
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's
little
and that
kids aren't
speaks to the
born
point.
that way, man.
And that speaks to the point why you don't go on the radio and say things like turban head and towel head and things like that because
Agreed.
Your mom was dumb. I mean, your mommy's dumb.
you don't do that.
Your mom was a racist.
Oh man.
You're just propagating the next batch of
Yeah.
individuals to,
Well, basically.
to perpetuate.
Now we know your parents sucked, Mr. Malloy. Is that it, Mr. Malloy? Dennis Malloy?
I think
It
so.
was
Yeah.
definitely
Or
a
no.
poor choice.
Yeah. I think it's Dennis Malloy.
We should
and
call him.
Judy. Well,
There's a
which one?
The show last week
People.
was written on it.
Yeah. Good.
He said
Hang on.
he was saying
He
he
hurt.
can't get a job. No hire him because he got arrested. It's like
Try getting a garden apartment and habits like that. Jeez.
They make a lot of money off of putting the younger kids on PTI. They got arrested 2 years when it was 22. Had 4 other friends who were also on PTI. They got tested once. It's some the younger kids don't know that they can use that PTI for felony charges.
it's during that.
I agree. I think you're right.
They're getting rid of
It
that.
sounds that.
It and one who can decrim,
I think
not
we
on the
have to
books type of thing. It's weird.
kind of pay attention
But
to
the
it.
thing
Let's
is,
see
that
what
people can still
happens.
get arrested for marijuana offenses in the meantime. Oh,
No, yeah. So somebody goes there and says, "Oh, you know what? They're spinning a wheel, like much like I say the IRS does when they're going to audit somebody.
Mhm.
Who knows how you get picked? Somebody probably sits in the room and throws at a dog report, and you never get picked. Boom. It's the same thing, like So, I think that's what's going to happen with some of these kids. I'm afraid. I mean, they should all be expunged and let go. I mean,
Absolutely.
Being non-criminal, non.
I thought they were gonna honestly redo it. They should just redo AC and make it like a pot destination to increase money for the state. Like,
I mean, there's a lot of things they should do.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Like home grow.
I want home grow so bad.
Right.
Right here.
Yeah.
Can you talk?
Yeah, come over here.
I can't hear you.
That's true.
What was?
Every time somebody gets arrested for whatever, that's one less person that's allowed to vote, and that's probably the real
part of
basic
it.
reason, a big part of it behind it. So there you go.
This is true.
How you doing? Under the courts of New Jersey, under the statute, it's New Jersey State Association 2C 3510A4. This is simple possession of specifically possessing a green leafy substance that was admitted to be marijuana, CDS. This is directly in violation. Now, with this charge, and this is the statute, what this is that even simple possession becomes, I guess you would say, you can proceed through the courts. Now it can go to low court or it can go to high court, but mostly it's going to go back down if it's under 50. This is a law under 50 grams of marijuana. Under 50 grams of marijuana is different than having one. Now, if I'm in possession of 1 gram of marijuana, it doesn't matter if I have 1 gram or 50 grams.
Right.
You're still getting charged with 50
That's
grams of marijuana.
Right.
And this is just misdemeanor or felony conviction, depending on which way they go. They can send this up to a grand jury and try to indict it. But I wasn't distributing. It was just simple possession. But this is how the courts want a CDS possession and how they direct it into their system and profiting in money, fines, court systems. And this is the way it works. And everybody should be aware that a simple marijuana possession can bar you from some employments too.
I'd be curious to know how much money the municipalities are going to lose once it goes rec or decrimmed. What's going to happen? I'd like to know what that number is throughout the state of New Jersey.
Taxes are going to go up. Real estate taxes are going to go up. That's what's going to happen.
But with the drug offense, I just served on grand jury the last few months, and I think the CDS cases are the fastest ones they vote on. It's like so fast, even if it's for marijuana, it's like indicted. They do it so fast. They don't even think about it, the jurors, when it comes to CDS cases, from weed to whatever. They think more about the other cases, but the CDS cases, it's like, it just goes right through because the jurors just see drugs as drugs because they're just random people from the area. That's why they do it in the jury, because everybody has different opinions.
I can add something too about the cannabis legalization of marijuana in New Jersey. Even from post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, panic attacks, I've been taking several medications several years. Paxil, medications, but 21 has worked for me for my, and I suffered from anxiety, depression, all different things growing up, all the way up. Avoid going to the medical marijuana. They want to push psych drugs and have you in a state where you're so comatose that you can't even function. Now, the medical marijuana takes the anxiety because I was a victim of violent crime. I was stabbed in the face and
So when I'm in crowds, I get panic attacks. I'm around people, I get panic attacks. And the only thing that helps me with that is the medical marijuana. If I smoke some marijuana and I feel calm and I'm in a different state, my anxiety goes down, my panic attacks stop. And it's worked for me, but it's so hard to have a practitioner say, well, we're going to issue your card. We'd rather issue you psych meds instead of a medical marijuana card.
Because
now you got an issue.
Because you have to go back to those doctors every month.
Yeah, and that's
and
what
they get
it is.
paid.
And that's what you said about your Medicaid, that Section D pays for your scripts. So I don't know how it works into them, how much they make off the medical marijuana issuing it or the psych meds. Is it easier for a doctor to issue the psych meds and keep pushing you on the psych meds? And then you don't know the side effects of all these psych meds. You know, I got several medications they gave me. I got restless leg syndrome. I got where I started getting jitters. My hands would shake. And this is from years and years of taking the psych meds. So I just stopped taking the psych meds and started purchasing my marijuana illegally because I'm having problems getting the medical marijuana card. And I don't have, medical coverage like other people do. Some people have the medical coverage and you go right in, right out, and there's no problems with it. That's another thing. It's the issuing of these medical marijuana cards. How many doctors are willing to pick up these people that have other issues, psych issues, and give them the medical marijuana? That's the issue. That's where it comes to you come to the fork in the road. You got to decide where you're going to go and who's going to help. And there's not many people out there helping to give you medical marijuana. No doctors are like, yeah, I think it's good for you and this is what we need to do. They'll do everything else but that. And that's something that needs to be addressed.
There are some out there.
Yeah,
I think it's just a matter of finding the right doctor that's right for you.
My whole team, they all support it, and they're all like, yeah absolutely, 100%.
My therapist helped me get my card. She just wrote Dr. Andrew saying, yes, I'm treating Morgan for PTSD, and my nurse practitioner did it as well. But you know what? It's the hottest topic in psych, and the psych doctors are not talking about it. Everybody, like they told me at my psych place, that everybody's talking about it, but they're not pushing it. And I don't even think that my therapist literally helped me get my card.
I don't think they want to mix.
I wouldn't push it yet.
The two.
And I wouldn't. I'll tell you why.
Yeah, because it can affect different people differently.
Absolutely.
How much do your meds cost you? Your psych meds?
I don't even know.
Because you don't pay for them.
No, I don't pay for them.
Exactly.
They just keep like with the psych meds. I just went over to Catholic Charities over on South Clinton, and they prescribed me several medications that I'd never taken before. And I said to the doctor, he was, well, give this a try. And then I took the medication. I got restless leg syndrome. I try to sleep and I wake up and I can't sleep. There's like something crawling on me, and it's really weird. But like you said, they're not issuing those cards, and they'd rather give the psych meds.
Because here's one of the problems. If you do get a card, just say you had your card. Let's think ahead. Well, the next thing, who's going to pay for your medicine?
Marijuana. Yeah.
I mean, I'm paying, and I don't get no discounts or anything.
Right.
And you're a transient, which means, you're pulling from programs and stuff. You're still going to charge. You're still going to get charged, what, $350?
Yeah, I'm on state health insurance right now, and if you really look at the receipt at Garden State, it's like, yes, you do get a discount, but the tax is eating it, so you're really only getting like a $4 or $5 discount. Like if you're on state health insurance, it does allow you to get your card for $20 instead of $200, but your discount's being eaten by state taxes.
So why would you tell people with opioids, and we know that cannabis is an exit drug, but yet with the program, it's just... Man, because if you cut all your meds and then all of a sudden you get into the medical marijuana program, all of a sudden you got to come up with $300 easy.
Yeah.
And that's just for an ounce of medicine.
Where are you getting a $300 ounce?
I buy shake for $100
at a dispensary.
Well, I hear there's some dispensaries that if you buy their shake and crap,
I
buy an eighth of the
I got
shake.
so excited over a $300 ounce at a dispensary. How sad is that?
I'm hearing that it's happening in Jersey.
Cure Crap had at least Comet Shake for $25 an eighth for a while.
What? It's $40 at Garden State.
Yeah, and then you got the discount on top of that. So
at Garden State, it's $150.
But it was only until they got rid of it, and then I asked. I said, "Why exactly is this?" Because I mean, it worked okay for me.
Cheap.
Like
It's
it
not
wasn't
cheap.
the best, but it worked okay.
My point is,
the
imagine from
state,
going
it was
the
cheap.
state paying your medicine to all of a sudden.
Yeah, you're on your own.
I've
There
done
you go.
it.
There you go. Hope you can hack this.
You know, like exactly, like
done
hey,
I talk about
sure.
this every day.
Remember, your American marijuana lasts
Every
longer
day.
than the opiates too, because American marijuana stays in the fat cells in the body, so it holds longer.
Yo, get him a microphone or something. What do you got? 2 microphones today, Lefty?
Grams.
Ah,
Saying that would be a nice in the program every 3 months. It is nothing less than a medical shakedown.
It sure is.
Because all
They're
of a
shaking
sudden,
you down.
Rich, magically, you're gonna be
The
healed.
renewal process can be done online, like paying your
For me,
Verizon bill,
too.
survey, and a payment. You would do it just
It's
like paying your Verizon.
ridiculous.
You don't have to go. You
Stupid.
don't even see the doctor when you renew it.
We
It's
should
just a payment.
not be penalized.
Like your bills. It's just another bill.
It's just another way for them to steal money from people that don't have it.
Yeah, this program is like they
That's
need
what
to
it
make
is.
it more affordable. I spend $150 on a half ounce of shake at the
You're
Garden
talking
State
too,
dispensary.
girlfriend.
It's so ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
It's a sad state of affairs.
Such is life.
Why do I need to be capitated to a dispensary to buy medicine?
Right.
Right? So if I wake up in the morning and I have a headache and I need some Tylenol, I take the Tylenol because I don't have the means to make my own Tylenol. I'm not a chemist, so I buy it. I'm okay doing that. If I need amoxicillin because I have a throat infection or upper respiratory infection, like I'll buy it because I can't make it myself.
Grow mold, poor man.
But when it comes to cannabis, I know that I can grow better cannabis, better medicine than any of the dispensaries for my own personal use. And I don't have to spend $10,000 a year at 2 ounces a month.
Exactly.
So
And how much are those ounces exactly?
It cost me
400 and what?
$9,600 on 24 ounces of medicine.
$9,000 for 24
$9,600.
So
Yeah.
an ounce is how many grams?
It's
28 grams.
So you're paying for 28 grams
About $400.
about $400 an ounce for subpar medication.
Subpar.
Yeah. Yeah. It costs
That's
Robbery.
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 Just let me grow it myself.
I know it doesn't. I know
receipts
it
from
does
last
not
year.
cost that much to grow.
It doesn't.
It
Cost that much to
doesn't.
grow. It costs a
There's
lot on
no way.
large production scale. It does cost a lot of money. And until they get up and running and are allowed to produce, they're not making all the money that everybody thinks. That's my.
Well,
that's
there's
the
a
way I look at it.
monopoly. Remember, there's
Well, there
only a dozen
There
now.
is, but
You
there's
can
gonna-
only go here.
Right.
And we're going to
Again,
control the prices.
Exactly. So just let me grow it myself.
I've been growing better cannabis since I was a teenager. Truth be told. Wait a minute.
Did you
Hold
see
on.
that study about the
Oops.
seniors? the teaching
Wait,
the
what was your
senior
name again?
population how to grow?
Will Robinson. Dear.
Did you see that the study about teaching the senior population how to grow weed? And how they said, because of how good they are with pruning their plants and their gardens and everything, because most of the time they don't have anything else to do. They were talking about starting a CoOp system where help grow weed.
That's exactly what they started out in California. Like they had grower associations of people that would help each other,
Isn't
and then they
that-
wound up. I guess what it is they couldn't get their hands in there deep enough to pick their pockets.
Right.
Yeah.
So they had to go in there and send in their ruffians with the badges and guns and arrest them. We're trying to help each other.
The right people didn't get paid.
Oh yeah, you
Greasing
were
the
not
wrong
greasing the
palms.
right
Correct.
pockets. I'll leave it at that.
You missed somebody.
Who do we miss?
Somebody.
Uncle Sam, perhaps?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What do you think, Wayne?
I don't think Uncle Sam gives a shit.
Nope.
I think it's all the locals, the local governments.
Greed.
If Uncle Sam didn't give a
Greed
shit,
is
they
a
would
hell of a
deschedule
drug.
it.
Greed is a hell of a drug.
If Uncle Sam
Money,
cared,
if you fold
Uncle
it up
Sam
the
cared,
right
they
way,
would
it does
deschedule
it does
if
spell
someone
out the
actually,
root
okay,
of
I'm
all
cutting
evil.
your mic.
Have
I'm
you
cutting
ever
your
seen
mic.
that?
So anyway, if Uncle Sam cared, no, he would have decriminalized it, and he would have said, "Holy shit! You know what? There'd be $100 billion a year out of nowhere, and we can get all the money off of that shit because we're the government. We can tax everything."
Right.
But they're not smart enough. They're not hip to it.
Well, Canada's doing it.
Well, that's Canada. We live
And-
in
but,
America.
well, maybe they can lead by example, and they'll look at Canada and see what's going on there. And
Lead by example. Look at Denver. Look at California.
That's an example I want.
Yeah, but Denver's not a whole country.
Arkansas. Look at Alaska. Look
Another
at
one.
Nevada.
But you're not comparing apples to apples. I'm
No,
comparing
no.
country to country.
I'm comparing money.
Not state to state.
I'm comparing money that
Right.
they're bringing forth. That the government's not getting their hands on.
Yeah.
We actually, the cannabis business is actually a part, an industry of the cannabis business is security. We're actually paying people
right.
to hold and secure our money because the banks
Won't take it. They're scared to take it.
because of the feds.
They're scared to take
Once
it.
the feds see that, wow, there's a lot of money in this. I can't believe that they're actually letting all this money just, they know it's happening now too. They know now it's happening right in front of their eyes. They're looking at Colorado like, oh shit, these guys just made how much money in the year?
It was like 300 million or
and
something
we can't touch it.
And I
And
think it
we
was
can't touch it.
115 million of that was taxes, I think.
It's unreal.
It's beautiful.
Nuts. I was reading that. I was
You would
like,
think it's a
what?
win-win.
What?
You know,
Justin Trudeau
They need
knows
to
what's
figure
good.
out how to control it better.
Yeah.
they just put the tax on it. That's all.
Mike, I can't hear you.
Tax that shit.
It comes down to legalization from the state to the feds. Now, the state is throwing it on the feds, saying the feds isn't legalizing it, and they're authorizing the state to distribute or dispense certain amounts of marijuana into certain people. But now it still comes down from the federal government to the state government to the county. Now, everybody wants a piece of the pie.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Of course.
Right now, the state's saying it's legalized in certain states, and the Fed's saying no, it's not legalized.
Yeah, but they're not messing with the states that legalize.
Yeah. But if you step on the wrong toes,
Well,
You're screwed.
you'll be dealt with.
Yeah.
The Sapo will come get you, and
Yeah, the evil elf will come to your door.
anyway,
The
it's
Gestapo. This isn't Italy.
That's a barrier. That's one of the barriers between the state and the feds, the federal government, and the legalization of cannabis and legalized marijuana.
Did you guys all see what Jersey did? Did you talk about the criminalization
yeah, sort of.
thing?
Little
Sort of.
bit.
What do you mean,
Little
sort
bit.
of? What do you mean, sort
Well,
of?
because we got off track.
Well, no, we were talking about.
Did we read what it said?
We didn't.
We didn't
read
read
that.
the
No,
complete
you didn't read
bill.
nothing. No.
It's pretty long.
You
The
didn't
whole
read,
thing.
you didn't read what he said?
I read it.
You
We
didn't
didn't
read
read it
what
I
on
read
air.
it too.
New Jersey State of General,
It's just
Attorney General.
It's just a journey.
Yes, it's. We all think that it's.
I don't think that it's what?
They're getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready for what?
Bill Caruso, call the show.
Oh, nice.
Leo Bridgewater, here's your chance, dude. Come on. Leo, I know you're listening somewhere. Leo, one ringy dingy, two ringy dingy.
Our phones aren't set up yet.
Okay.
I know, I'm having
that thing
problems.
was.
Hold off, Leo. Hold off.
No.
Hold off for 1 minute.
Nothing's working today, as usual.
Dude, we gotta get a
You need a
hotspot.
tech person.
You need a hotspot.
I need to do
Yeah.
hotspots.
and you
I
need
think
somebody that's not on mic.
this thing
help
shot.
you.
Is this a hot? You got a
a
hotspot?
tech person?
Yeah,
That
but
thing
I
sucks
think
monkey
it's got
balls.
oil in it or something. I think they spilled oil in it.
It's been on this
not
table,
working.
probably.
Hotspot.
Hotspot. Hotspot.
There is one hotspot I know about, and that's right by Powerpuff Vape Supply.
Oh.
And I have a feeling that's where you knew what that thing was from, man.
No, my
Come on.
My girl's a sexologist.
I see.
Yeah.
A sexologist.
Yeah, she
Man,
she has a
man,
PhD.
you go right.
She's
Man,
cool.
both of y'all go right on my freaking right on my Christmas card list now, man. Holy shit!
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Just gonna make sure.
Just curious, like, why haven't you guys opened up a adult novelty store like next to the Pure Puff?
Because you can't.
Because there's already one there.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh
Grandfathered
my
in.
god.
Yeah,
It's
no. So
grandfathered in.
anytime you see like a shop like that, they're grandfathered in from like the 70s.
There's only
There's
two
There's
in
not
there.
I
like
had
new
no
ones
idea.
popping up.
Really?
Not like that.
I want to open up my own adult store one day, so
Nope.
like I didn't know that. It must be really hard.
Oh, it's
I wouldn't-
very hard.
I mean, it's that weird choice of words.
yeah.
I've worked there.
Ah,
I didn't even
it's so hard.
just I worked in the industry for like 4 or 5 years, so I'm just curious. I
What
didn't know
industry
about
is that?
Adult novelties.
Well,
That's
then
what
you
I would
should
call
know
it.
this. Like,
I didn't know that.
I mean,
Only-
we
I know
sell
that
a
you
lot
have
of
to
adult
ask
novelties,
permission,
but
like super permission in towns.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I know it has to be approved.
I mean,
for
for like
Yes.
a novelty
Big time.
shop, like you'll probably have more success opening than like a sex store, like the
No,
one.
I want to open up a sex store.
Yeah, good luck with that. They got to be
It must be
grandfathered
yeah, let's
in.
hold off because we have youngins.
Oh, hello, youngins. It's the Sex Toy Oils Show.
Yeah.
Starring Uncle Ron
Rice.
Rice. He's right in that building right behind you, boys and girls. Go tell Uncle Ron Rice you said hello. But anyway, so,
Hi, kids.
wow.
Are you guys having fun in Trenton today? Right on. What are you
Cool.
guys doing? Are you taking a tour? All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. And thanks for stopping by.
And learn a lot.
I've seen this guy before. This guy's always giving tours. I think he's a professional tour guy right here. It's a Met fan. Yo,
a Met,
you're
a Met fan.
It's just
a
a Philly
Philly
land.
proud. Right on, bro. Right on. Right on.
Speaking of Mets, I was talking to Weedman the other day. I have 4 tickets to Phillies versus New York Mets game with an Old Dominion concert for August 17th that I was thinking that we would raffle off for him.
Ooh, a door prize.
Yeah, right?
A door
It's
prize.
4 tickets plus parking, and it is the 3rd level, but very front row, and it's one of the
I love
inside
this.
outside pavilions.
Oh, cool.
So you can
Love to
actually
shut
be
the mic.
inside.
Oh, right on.
You know, if you
Shut
want to
the
be. So
That's-
deleted it, reloaded it.
Did that.
You're
And
like John
then
Kerry.
I did that stupid having
Thing.
control.
That's
Thing.
I was desperate. I was willing to try anything at that
Fingers do the
point.
talking
Ooh. Let your fingers do the walking
and the talking.
Right?
and the talking.
Oh my. So yes, we have no, absolutely no
Hang on. Testing now.
testing.
I mean, too bad we couldn't just walk inside and ask the state attorney general what the deal is. No, I'm good. Thank you. We're not supposed to share our medication, so I don't want to do that. Well, they were pretty nice about it, and since then they've just managed to always park a car there, which I'm sure they're recording, but making sure that we're following the law and not sharing our medication. And I'm not going to risk the integrity of the show nor my freedom just to get a couple of tokes off a fucking joint. I know, right?
Fuck the law. Smoke it anyway.
Well, I do have that. I do have
Yeah,
that.
yours.
You know, if we move the Sativa Cross banner this way, hey, it's our show. They may not be
How
able
did they
to
know that we didn't
capture.
But
all
who's
that.
to say what's in that joint?
Exactly. That's
Well, I would
It's not a joint. Who's to say what's in that
that smoking
joint-like
apparatus,
looking device?
That rolled paper.
that
Yeah.
cone looking.
It could be hay. It could be hops, lavender. It could be anything.
Oh yeah, could be ditchweed too.
Ditch hemp.
Hemp so tasty.
Sometimes.
I remember
Yeah,
hitchhiking
nice.
across the United States and seeing these massive cannabis-looking plants and pulling over and thought I'd hit the
Oh my God! Look.
the freaking jackpot. The first time it happened was in Oklahoma. My father got a flat tire on the interstate, and I looked over and I thought I was in the Garden of freaking Eden. I was, I don't know, 12, and the pot plants were probably at least 8 or 9 feet tall. I thought I was out in a scene from Alice in Wonderland when she takes those little mushrooms and gets really little. This happened in Oklahoma in, like, I don't know, 1979 or something.
So did
Or
you take the
well,
red
actually
pill or
less
the
than that.
blue pill?
Yeah, one pill makes you
Both.
larger.
You take both
One
of them.
pill makes you small. But the ones that mother gives you don't do a
Yeah,
goddamn thing at all. I wanted to thank everyone from the INE crew for showing up over in Spotswood the other week for when we re-educated the council there, and I think we had some great dialogue with those folks. I was really, you know, something that really got me, Lefty, was that Oprah report that you pulled up about Seaside Heights.
Oh,
Oh my God! All these, I guess it's so much cheaper to just risk people's lives and just buy this stupid Narcan stuff than really try and take a forward active approach at combating this horrendous opioid problem that exists in that town, in that area. It seems like to me, one of the things I've been working with another group, and they've been fighting this whole Sandy thing. And what they found from their own estimates, and they're fairly organized, is the towns that were hit the hardest by Sandy have the largest amount of opioid problems in the state comparative in size to larger municipalities. And Seaside certainly was one of those. Ha, see all you suckers wearing those headphones? Nice, huh? But I
Don't
would
stop
definitely
mid-sentence.
like to
There you go. Don't stop mid-sentence.
Yeah, I know. It's on my roll here,
You
man.
got distracted.
Give them the mic.
They give you two Narcans and a microphone.
New Jersey, and the governor and the Department of Corrections with the opioid epidemic in all the counties that it's been happening. Everybody who leaves state prison now, maxed out or on parole, they give them two Narcans. That's the way, I guess. Yeah, pretty much. Well, basically, that's what they're doing to. It's. I mean, I don't know if it's encouraging people to do more illegal drugs, or there's no in between here. It's either one way or the other way. You have no choice. So if you go the one way, you wind up doing opioids, and you can't afford the opioids. First and foremost, you can't Percocets and all these pills that you take, and you can't afford them. So people turn to street drugs and street medication, which is then the Narcan comes in place because people are taking opioids and illegal heroin, and then the government's issuing these Narcans for people who are ODing. There's so many young kids out there taking all these opioids and drugs and heroin and are dying, and they're falling away from, what they should be doing and doing the opposite.
Bastards. It's not good.
Well, my wife and I carry around Narcan wherever we go. No matter, I have it in the car. No matter where I go, I carry it with me. Not because I run in those circles. It's just like I'd hate like hell if there was an emergency at, I don't know, Kmart or something.
Have you used it?
No.
Somebody else? Like, have you been in a situation where
I've been in a situation where it was used, but I wasn't the one who had the Narcan. I just did the CPR stuff, and then the police came and they administered the Narcan. As a matter of fact, after that particular circumstance, that's when we got educated as to how to use Narcan, and we purchased some.
Is there like a good Samaritan law that protects you as like somebody walking by and you Narcan?
100% protected.
Yeah,
100% protected.
I know. Jay Lassiter's doing a thing right now. For he's looking for collections for Narcan. So that's what I was gonna. Yeah.
And the plane dropped
from the sky.
Yeah, no. The plane didn't drop from the sky. It dropped a 10-pound package of marijuana.
I got you.
And it went right through her roof, her ceiling.
I think we should go on a campaign and educate people on the dangers of flying marijuana.
It happened. It did happen. It's legit, man. All right. She got hit in the head and she was killed.
That was it.
Crushed.
And to her. Did the family get to keep the bailiff?
No, I believe the police had a they burnt it, but I don't know. It's more like, what do you call them things?
They stood
a bonfire.
A burn pit.
They had a big party.
Big party.
They didn't smoke any weed, but they burnt like,
because they
10
didn't
pounds
inhale
of it.
any.
And they had a lot of beer, a lot of parties. Some hookers were there, but anyway, sorry.
Fake weed is scary. The fake stuff, like the K2 and all that stuff that kids do. That's the really terrifying thing. Like, I've never smoked it, but
I don't even like to call it anything weed. I just call it. You mean that synthetic shit?
Synthetic spice
shit.
Crazy
garbage.
Shit.
That synthetic shit.
It's really like affecting kids. They're going into like comas.
That's legal. That's legal. Go figure. That's legal. You ever read the?
I've never even seen it like in person. But
they sell it at your local gas station. Okay, that's the most messed up part. They sell this fake crap, this synthetic crap, at any gas station, pretty much, any convenience store. And if you read it, okay, what it says is not consumable for humans.
Oh,
But yet it's legal.
It's a research chem.
But
Yeah,
it's legal.
That's why. That's how they get around it.
Well, because what moron's actually going to read the label? And because it's really, really small, like Leftina.
Well, they're just following the law.
It's terrible. It's little kids. They buy this shit. They're like, oh man, this is just like the real stuff.
They smoke it when they're on probation too, so they can avoid the drug test.
I'm not gonna lie, I did it once.
I've never tried it. Terrifying.
Just one. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was like I was smoking potpourri. I got a freaking headache right away. Okay, and like I had to throw my bowl out. I just bought my bowl, and my friend was like, "Yo, man, check out this shit." He's like, "This stuff's awesome, man." So I'm like, "Well, hey, I'm on probation. let's try it out."
That's what they do.
I did one bowl, instant headache, and it tasted like potpourri.
Yeah.
Okay, didn't taste anything like weed. I threw it out. I threw my bowl out. I even threw my lighter out. I was like that. It was that terrible.
You were just disgusted with the
Yes.
whole scene.
Did you do ever like salvia? Is it like salvia?
I ain't touching that shit.
Oh, I
I
heard
did it when I
I've
was
seen
younger.
videos.
It was like crazy.
I've seen videos of people freaking out in the middle of
Yeah, what is that? What is that? Wait, hang on. Back up one second.
Salvia.
What is it with the people on the ground that have zero muscle control?
I think that's
Bath
flocka.
salts.
What
The
is that?
bath salts? Flocka.
Flocka.
Flocka,
Waka.
Florida. And bath salts.
Wait, is that the people that are like mumbling and
And
yeah,
like-
flocka.
like,
it's
oh,
in
yeah.
Florida. It's like,
Like,
a
that doesn't look fun.
I saw that video posted on one of
I
the
just like hurt
sites.
myself doing that.
Quiche, K2, Buddha. That's what they
Buddha.
call Buddha.
Mm.
Buddha. But actually, it's like people are smoking that because they can't smoke marijuana because they're on parole or probation. So they go to the K2 Quiche Buddha, which they're paying like for a little bag, like a little $3 bag. You get
Buddha.
2 blunts, and there's
Where do you get it?
everywhere. I say go down in State,
I've never seen
Broad,
it. I've heard
down
about
a train station, down a gas station, all over.
So what do you mean all over, sir?
It's like rampant.
I ask
walk
you.
2 blocks away
Hey,
from here.
excuse me, lady. Do you have any K2? Is that you saying that's where I get it from?
Well, if you go down the right corner, yeah, basically.
No, it's at convenience stores, right or wrong.
Yeah, well, they try to stop the dispensing of it through these convenience stores, and they raided them, and now people are taking it out on the street corner and profiting off of something that's a bag.
Okay.
A bag it costs 10 cents. They're making $100 off of.
Because where I go, it must be by town or city. Because where I go, you can go right into your local gas station. You tell the guy, "Hello, my friend. Give me K2. Give me the fake marijuana." And then boom, next thing you know, $10, my friend.
What's it sprayed with? What
Chemicals.
chemicals is it sprayed with?
Chemicals.
Potpourri.
Do
It's
we
probably
even know?
spray with potpourri.
The potpourri, the K2 Buddha, whatever it is,
Buddha.
it's I've tried it, and it came up. I did a urine test, and it came up as a benzo, and then faded out. It actually said it was a benzo, but then it faded out. I said, "No, it's clean. Look, there's nothing dirty." He goes, "Oh, you're right." But it actually comes up for some reason as a benzo. Maybe they're taking benzos, crushing them down, and spraying the potpourri with the benzos, and they're smoking benzos.
Interesting.
But
Interesting.
there's nothing comes up. It comes up nothing. And what is the chemicals in that?
We just asked you.
Hello. It's like
Hello, McFly.
2C fluoro, I think is one of them.
Oh, we have a scientist on the table.
Yeah, well, the only reason why I know about that, and I think I'm not saying it right. It was found in one of the like a well-known national CBD product.
Ooh, very interesting.
Yeah.
The research chemicals that they use on that stuff, I mean, it is veritably, they will outlaw a certain class of drugs that are being used to make these products. Then what these chemists do is they'll make one small adjustment to a molecule, and it is no longer, in fact, that substance.
No, but there are laws though that now they're banning all the analogs of a molecule. So it's like it's not good enough just to change the molecule a couple of times. You have to change everything about it.
So you got to change the whole molecular structure and create something different.
So now they just create the thing that was on the back burner 2 months ago is now legal. So that's what they're
veritably no testing on humans.
It's never going to stop.
None.
They're just going to keep on making different research chemicals.
Oh, I mean, strains, schmains. I mean, what it is a bunch of freaking chemicals that are cheap to get. You can get them over the internet, order them from China, make a solution, spray it on. Take your choice of different herbs. It could be anything: spearmint leaves, oregano, whatever. Spray it on there, let it dry, package it, sell it. I'm sure they do. I wouldn't rely on any of it. It is all of it. Bullshit,
garbage.
It's garbage. Like someone had said something before about salvia, and I get it. The videos, the indigenous people of South America, where salvia divinorum comes from, you don't actually ever smoke it. They were when they heard that that's what people were doing. You
chewing
were
it.
Yeah, you chew it, and it doesn't give you that effect of immediately smoking it. This 30 times crap. There is a real. There's a real use for it in their religious ceremonies.
Yes, they see the future.
And because they don't abuse it.
Well, they used it appropriately through thousands of years of
Correct.
trying it other ways that produce people
we're a different culture.
freaking out.
We're a different culture.
Yeah.
We're nuts.
Okay, kids, don't do salvia divinorum by yourself. Try to avoid it.
Yeah, unless you go to the country.
How about don't do drugs?
Because I actually know
drugs are bad. Okay.
Okay.
Cannabis is not a drug. Cannabis is normal. Hashtag cannabis is normal. Hashtag they shall grow because cannabis is normal. And Lefty's the man. See, he was listening.
And letters
Just checking.
More
into
hashtags.
Mic check.
Why are you so quiet?
before August
check.
18th.
Did he say
So
nut check?
I was thinking of having a letter writing party down
Do
in
there.
my neck of the hood.
Letter party. Who you want to write to?
Department of Health.
Okay.
Joanne did most of the work because she already
Why
read
don't
the
we just
letter.
call
So
her? Let's
all we
call
need to
him.
do is,
we call
you
him?
know,
We
print
should
them
call
out,
up Joanne
sign 'em, and
Zito.
send
I
'em
bet you
in.
Joanne would know about this thing. She'd be all over that. What's going on if she's available?
Well, I'd be all over it too if internet and email would like work. Lefty, thanks.
Nothing's working.
Internail.
Today, yeah.
Nothing's working.
It's put an internail in my coffin.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Let's put it in Lefty's.
Internail.
In the nutshell.
It's all right. People can watch it later.
Internet's like just tabled to the ground. Jeez, buying internet's thing. It's horrible. Poor Lefty. I think we need to start a write-in program for Lefty. Right?
We do have an auction today. I forgot to mention.
Ooh,
some art, right?
Michelle has some art.
Oh, right on.
She calls it loony bin art. I call it psych ward art.
I thought it was really cool art. How about that?
Postcards from the edge. Gotta love it.
No, my friend. Hold on now. Okay. Fine, whatever.
$22.50 is the highest bid so far. And let me go get the artwork.
The New York
$22.50, $22.50. Can I hear 25? 25. Who's got $25?
Who the frig outbid me? Bastards.
Just think, you don't have to buy that horrid shake for $25 and actually get some art.
Hold on, where the hell is
instead.
it? Who's Lefty? You
Leftina.
suck. Where? Whose site? Do I gotta go? Let me.
He probably has it in his car. Do you have it in your car?
Yeah, he's getting it.
No, yeah, I'm not worried about
Postcards from
that.
the edge.
I'm worried about where do you bid on it?
I had no clue it was that
Edward
size. That is
Grimes's.
hilarious.
Go to Edward Grimes's.
It's big.
It looked like it was that big.
I thought it was huge.
Go to Edward Grimes's.
Yes, postcards from the edge.
I just
Facebook.
to show
I
you,
thought it was
angle
huge.
is everything.
Indeed.
It's really cool.
I would share it, but I'm not going to share it because
Literally a postcard.
Wow, that looked huge in the picture.
It did. It looked like a
22.50.
full size canvas.
Well done.
$30.
right
Dave
on.
Archer's being an
I love it,
asshole.
man.
What do you say?
He said $30.
$30,
All
Dave
right.
Archer?
All right, we got $30.
He won't pay.
$30. Go.
He's a
What's-
crackhead. He won't
Who's
pay.
got 35?
He's not. He don't even
35.
count.
Okay.
Crackheads
He's not
don't
gonna
count.
pay.
So we're back down to $22.50.
No, you're not
Or-
gonna you're not gonna fake out a woman who's suffering with multiple
Oh,
sclerosis.
no
and-
way.
no,
That would
so
not be nice.
I think
$30
we'd all
bucks,
go-
Dave Archer. $30.
Okay, Dave Archer is now top of the auction. Now, who else do we have that's willing to put down a little bit of their hard-earned
Later.
man? Shout out
Wow.
to Barini's Old World
Wow.
Deli or shop.
Out on the ride home.
Oh, why wait? Come on,
really-
bring it.
You know my only side piece.
Wait a minute.
What? Wait a minute.
Since when?
Side piece.
Since you went to Jamaica without me.
Ooh, got side
I went with my
piece.
girlfriend.
There's other side piece.
Oh man, you just ruined it for his girlfriend. She thought she was a side piece. What the heck? Come on.
It's more sexier when you're a side piece.
Yes.
See?
I have a sexy side piece. They're called love handles. I got two of them right here.
Oh my.
Wow, rumor mill.
Okay,
I
so
love
Yeah.
that.
right now we got
Yeah,
$31
no rumors.
on
We
Michelle's
don't need
painting.
that.
31,
31.
and there's no rush. We got all day.
Is that like
tell them
a?
where to go? You gonna tell them where to go?
Oh, I could tell them where to go.
How do they like? Hey, I'd like to donate.
Yeah, what is the
Just
best
call
place?
Lefty's phone.
You can call up.
You
Call
know what?
Lefty's phone.
Here,
Just-
put the number
As,
up.
Will
as
they
an
get
extra
connected?
added bonus, we're going to give
Boner?
you not only that painting,
So
but one of
just put 'em
these
on-
beat-ass microphones, right?
no, we need everyone we got, please. Lefty lost like 70 already. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, what's your phone number? What's the phone number?
908-616-0682. 908-616-0682. Be dialing.
Send your donations now. Lefty needs to buy a new jet plane. He is now religious
Oh, there you go.
trying to buy a $55 million dollar smoke-a-room.
You'll be
Smokatorium.
tax exempt.
Tax exempt even.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, indeed.
absolutely.
Yep, 100%.
Well, when you're
Man.
spreading the word like this, you need to fly in style and in
well, you
comfort.
need to have several private
Well,
jets
you
and
know.
at your beck
Absolutely.
and call. And
Well, I mean, doesn't
man,
ever
I get it.
mean you don't?
Well, unfortunately, I'm
You're
not
not that
one of
lucky?
those.
You're not one of them.
I'm
Uh,
You're not-
obey.
You're a placard.
Yes,
That's
armored.
Whoa, hey,
placard.
whoa. This is a family show.
Oh,
Yeah,
No
don't throw it
name
around the
calling
placard
here.
word, man.
Sorry.
I have a placard. I have
he
a
doesn't-
placard pass.
I thought you would take offense to the plate.
Placard, or is that a peckard? I mean, a checker.
Well, I that depends upon what part of the country you're from. You know, it could mean lots of things.
True.
I really wish we could walk inside of the Statehouse Annex, go right to the office of the Attorney General of the state of New Jersey, and ask him exactly
What's happening?
what's going on and what he had for lunch.
Okay,
Just lunch.
You ready? I'm sorry.
You want
That-
to
that
join?
would be
You want
cool.
a drink?
Right.
What can I do for you?
Are you a member of the medical cannabis program, sir?
The new.
You know some people that could help you out.
Yeah. Do you know that there are these activists that meet every Thursday that really go out there by horrible diseases, do not need to be given some of the drugs they're given, and there is a painful, unlethal alternative to it that at best makes you hungry, happy, amorous, and tired.
Yep.
Amorous.
Horny, like
Oh.
horny. Thank you.
Mhm.
It happens.
Amorous.
Happiness, horniness,
They kind of go hand in
hubris.
hand.
These women today at the State House, they make me rather
Ravenous,
animus. I don't know.
animalistic.
Anti-Oedipistic. I don't know. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Yo, you can give that state trooper a ticket. He's technically not in the parking spot. That guy's right there. Not that I'd ride on him or anything. I'm just saying.
No, the state police are our friends. If they want to park there, that's cool with me.
Hey, he did. He did. No parking meter. He don't care. Won't scare him.
Oh, sorry about that. That slipped out. It was kind of like a fart, really, but sorry.
Yo, are we reading news? Are we going to read this?
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
The New York Times
Yeah, we're
reports the New Jersey Attorney General pauses prosecutions in marijuana cases as some officials in New Jersey are pushing to legalize the recreational use of marijuana. The state's Attorney General directed prosecutors on Tuesday to, hey, maybe we should do some homework. Are you like working? Find his email, find his phone number. The New Jersey Attorney General. His name is it's Gurbir, and his last name is Grewal. Gubir Greywall. All right. Hello, get his phone number. We're gonna call him up on the show. We're gonna call him up and ask him to.
What's his last name again?
Grewal. It reminds me too. I don't know if he was that. Then anyone ever watched Nostradamus a long time ago, right?
That tall, maybe. See if we can connect.
The third Antichrist, according to Nostradamus.
Not connecting with you at all.
You suck
At all. We're not docked.
Oh, ew.
Thank
Gross,
God.
man.
Thank God.
What the? Why?
I didn't go there.
I don't know. He was looking at me in the eye.
Docking guys, really?
Anyway.
No, that's not what I said.
He was supposed to have a blue turban. But anyway. So getting back to the news of the day.
Oh, interesting.
You,
Look at you.
you catch that now?
Yeah. Oh, look at you.
So, as some officials in New Jersey are pushing to legalize the recreational use of marijuana, the state's attorney general directed prosecutors on Tuesday to seek to pause any cases stemming from marijuana-related offenses for at least a month, in a move regarded as a possible step toward decriminalizing such offenses. The Attorney General's announcement comes after Governor Philip D. Murphy, a Democrat who was elected last year, campaigned heavily on legalizing marijuana and follows an effort by officials in Jersey City to preempt state leaders by declaring that municipal prosecutors would use their, quote, broad discretionary powers, end quote, to no longer pursue marijuana possession cases as criminal offenses. In a memo issued on Tuesday, the Attorney General, Gubir Grewal,
a.k.a. Turban Man.
Oh, no. We're not going there.
We're on live air. We're on live air.
You
Wait
can't.
a minute. Hold it.
Give him a mic. Give him a mic.
Here.
Give that
I'm
mic.
Tam Man. Look, I'm wearing a Tam today.
You can't say
I'm
that.
Tam Man.
Doesn't matter. You can't say that.
Listen, we know we can't say that. Yeah, listen, I don't think they should have been suspended. I'm going to say it. I don't think they should have been suspended. It was Stick.
Yeah.
And I listen to them every day. I was listening to yesterday. I heard them when they said it. I knew they were going to get in trouble, but I didn't think they'd get suspended.
Nah.
Anyway, back to the commentary.
You're a dreadhead.
What's he talking about? What did I miss? Who? I'm too high.
The two co-hosts got get it.
What two co-hosts?
Dreadhead's a term that's used all the time.
No, what two co-hosts?
There was Dennis and Judy got suspended.
Ooh, your friends?
Yeah.
For saying what word?
They called
Turban Head?
You know what? I can never I can't say his name either. This is Guat. How do you say his name?
This is how I'm saying it. Gubir Grewal.
Right. Okay. I was listening to
They
the
called
show.
him a turban head?
I heard Dennis say he was
That's
trying
not
to he was
cool.
trying to pronounce his name. Then he said, "I'm just going to call him Mr. Turban Head." That's what he called him.
Hold on, Mister?
He said, "Mr. Turban."
Hold on,
Head.
that's out of respect.
And
That's
he-
different.
And he said it several times.
That's like Mr. Potato Head.
I mean,
Oh,
my
no, listen, listen.
No,
I can
that's not
see it
respectful.
being-
You're suspended now.
I can see it.
It's
being,
going in your file.
Oh, excuse me. It is offensive, but in the context they were saying it on a radio show, and they were kind of joking. In fact, they were supporting what he did, like legalizing weed. That's why I was listening. I was actually going to try to call in, and I was in the car and whatever. I couldn't make. I just didn't call in time. But whatever.
Are we allowed to say Mr.
Well, listen, I'm wearing a Tam today. You can call me Mr. Tam Man.
Tam?
Yeah, this is called a Tam. It's a Jamaican Tam.
A Jamaican Tam.
TAM.
Okay.
It's not a Jewish yarmulke.
And it's not a
Or a
tampon.
Sikh.
It's a tam. I'm sorry. Did I say that? I'm sorry.
Wayne. Wow.
I'm human out here,
Wow.
you know?
Did you really go there?
Sorry.
You just made fun of a religious garb.
No, I didn't.
No, he wasn't. Anyway. You guys are gonna. I think I got you guys banned now. Something might happen now. Like, look, he was out here calling the Tam Man.
Yeah.
So hey, what's going on? Did you? What's going on? I can't. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna go see your building pretty soon. Check it out. See, because I see you there every friggin' day. You're putting the work in. Yeah, you're doing something.
I'm painting the kitchen floor today.
Yeah.
Yep. When I leave here, that's what I'm doing. Painting the kitchen floor.
Nice.
Yep. Nice. Getting ready for this party.
When is it?
But as I drove down here today, on my phone, watching Lefty's video.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Night.
You're in trouble.
No, I like it. There's one scene at the very end. Should be cut out. Should have been left on the floor. But other than that, I liked it.
I thought it was, no.
How
about when you guys hugged? Did you see when you guys hugged?
I saw you did the whole slow motion thing.
Did you see why?
That was all cool.
Did you see why?
What?
Did you see? Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, what?
Oh,
check that out.
Oh, you better look closer.
Oh, I gotta go back and look
you
at
better
something.
watch closer.
You did something.
We didn't even realize.
Spit food out. I didn't even realize it.
Spitting.
When we chest bumped, food came out over your shoulder.
With the Heimlich.
It was on my shoulder.
Yes.
Oh, no, I didn't see it.
He tried to Mama Bird you.
I didn't see that. I didn't know at the time, and I didn't even see it in the video.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
We must have watched that back and forth for about 2 hours last night.
I was crying watching that.
What is this, pizza on my shoulder?
Yeah, it was kind of humorous.
That's a funny one.
It.
That's the best one yet.
Yeah,
it is. That's pretty good.
They don't even know about it. People don't even know.
I know. We snuck it in last night.
It's a little Easter egg.
First thing this morning, it was like it wasn't there, and then it was there. There was the one that had no sound.
I keep hearing about it.
Really? No sound?
Yeah, there was one with no sound.
Which one with no sound?
I guess that was like the original one. The drone one had no sound.
Oh, that was a preview.
Okay, that was different, and that was the preview to then this one.
Last night he dropped it like at 4:20.
Yeah,
it was late.
He dropped it around 4:20 in the morning.
Told you I'd be up all night.
No,
I was sleeping for like 5 hours before I even. I was like, oh shit. And then David Archer started.
Oh boy, here we go.
David
What's
Archer.
wrong with that dude?
What the hell?
I'm hurt him.
Yo, he's worse than. Listen, I've had a couple stalkers. I've had a couple scorned women girlfriends. This dude is worse than anything I've ever experienced.
His butt hurt.
You know,
his butt hurt.
I have to give him my T-shirt.
Every couple of days, somebody sends me something that he says, and I kind of look at it like. I think one day I responded. Other than that, I just kind of giggle at it. What can I say?
He's got issues. He's got issues.
Back on topic, Ed. What's up with this
I was telling
de
him about
facto legalization, decriminalization? What's going on,
Mr.
30
Turban
days,
guy.
man. 30 days, whatever it is. How are they going to go back? I think this is that step, and at some point they're going to be like, "Listen, we're not prosecuting
getting ready.
anymore.
They're gearing up.
Like, yeah, what are they going to do?
They got to figure
at
out.
the end of September. Go, you know what? We've reviewed it, and we're going to start prosecuting people again.
Right. For something big to happen.
Well, here's my prediction. In 30 days from now, there's going to be an announcement. They're going to extend the moratorium on arresting for another 30-something days or 60 days or something. And they're going to try to ramrod one of these legalization bills through. But we don't want Scutari's bill. I mean, everyone should be against that one. All the little people should be against that one. First of all, there's no home grow.
Whoa.
There's no protection.
What about us big people?
All right, big people with little political stature.
There you go.
There you go.
That's very
Also,
PC.
Yeah, exactly. But
So don't forget the big guys.
none of us little people
You're not
should
little.
be down with Scutari's bill. Scutari's bill is the ATC's bill. Scutari's bill is the lobbyist's bill. So Scutari's bill is about.
I don't even think he's doing that, Bill. I think he's writing up a new one because he knows the 7 that he's written already just suck.
Right.
And I think
but see, he's hooked on the lobbyist money and trying to appease them. I mean, back in 2009, I was complaining to deaf ears when I was saying just the way they did the ATCs was wrong. Like I totally didn't believe it and whatever. I think it was the only time I ever got in an argument with Ken Wolski was about the Kuma bill before it was actually a law, because I didn't like the way he was doing it, making these rich guys like the sanctioned monopoly, you know. And I thought it should be a free market system like it was in LA or it was in California and whatever. But here we are 10 years later. How many arrests later? Wait a minute.
Wow, what's it
20,
like?
25,000 a
year?
year times 10. All right, so 250,000 arrests later, you know, yeah, another 250,000 lives ruined. And here we are arguing about the same bill, or the same type of thing. And I remember what everybody said was, this is a step in the right direction, step in the right direction. And I was like, no, it's not. As little people, boycott, maybe have a protest right here one day. Maybe what's his name? See it, Murphy see it. But other than that, they're paying. They're paying for the laws to be geared towards them, and that's how it is.
Because it's big industry, and that's what they do.
Yeah, yeah.
That they do it in they're doing it in my
yeah.
industry in vape.
Yep.
They're doing the same
exactly. Yep. They're coming in and they're just paying politicians.
They just all they care about at the end of the day. They go about, I put this much money in the budget coming from you, so I don't care how we do it, but I'm taking it from you.
Yep, it's amazing. It's unbelievable.
Sad.
But that's what we got going. And all we can do is bitch and complain about it.
I don't know. I see positivity.
Maybe we can
coming.
reach Murphy somehow.
I see positivity. I think Murphy, I think by him,
I think he's open to it.
I think he's big time. I think that's why he had his attorney general start saying, hey, you know what?
Back off.
Exactly. We're not going to prosecute. Sure, it's not decriminalization.
Well, it's not that they're not prosecuting.
The police, no, they're not prosecuting.
For 30 days.
But they're still going to arrest.
Guys,
so if you break the law, you could still get arrested.
Sure.
There's no guarantee that this thing's going to go on forever and you're going to get off of whatever you may or may not have done.
Right. But you know what? When the head attorney general for the state writes a letter to every municipal and county prosecutor, hey, please let me know, before we even know what's going on, I'm asking all of you, it's pretty much their boss is saying to all of them, listen, don't prosecute these marijuana charges. Let the state figure out our plan, because we are going to have legalization. And until we get to that plan, no prosecuting of all marijuana related charges. That's what the guy wrote. Okay.
So do you think there's a correlation between this and what the announcement was in Jersey City?
Of course it was. That's why.
So what do you guys think about the suspension of marijuana prosecutions? Come on, thumbs up, thumbs down. Look like prosecutors. I don't know.
Nah, they look like Leos to me. I smell Leos.
Prosecutors.
They got suits on.
I don't see any guns.
Yo, there's another guy with a tam.
They're rich and white.
Yeah.
The tams are everywhere today.
They look like prosecutors. The one guy looked familiar. The one up front, he looked familiar.
Yeah, they look like cops. They look like cops.
They're definitely I think they're prosecutors. I don't think they're cops.
They're Leos.
Cops always mess up the shoes. They can be all dressed up in nice stuff, and then they got shoes. Their shoes always give them away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, exactly.
Always.
I looked at. They all had shoes.
When
they all had lawyer type shoes.
When they come in my store, it's always the shoes they give them away.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I always think that too.
What do they wear? What kind of shoes?
They
always wear like their black shoes that can run in or something like. But they don't look.
It's like they're not matched appropriately to what they're.
Like cop shoes to run, chase. They don't want to get caught out there where they're running in slippery shoes, something like that. I don't know what it is, but their shoes always give them away.
Yeah.
Wow.
They'll be like undercover, tie-dye shit on, and then they got on some nice running boots.
Right.
Maybe if you had sandals on, you might have got away with that. But nope, you gave it away with your cop shoes.
Your combat boots that are shined up.
You know, he's still a cop by their shoes.
Yeah, they always do that. Like I've seen them too. Same thing.
This guy looks like a cop because of his shoes.
Freaking hilarious.
Oh my!
They
I
can't-
think this
they
is
can't do
Governor
30
Murphy.
days
This is the
and then
beginning.
say-
It's a start.
Yes,
It's the
All
start.
right, we're going back to arresting people and
Those-
prosecuting people.
Right.
They're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I think this is Governor Murphy telling this New Jersey Senate, "Hey, listen, stop fucking around here, okay? I don't want any marijuana prosecutions."
What if he does it by executive order?
He can't though.
I think he can.
He can do a
can't.
lot. He can do
No,
a lot.
he
The
can't.
Jersey governor is like one of the strongest.
He already did an
ways of-
executive
yeah.
order. He already
Which one is that?
the expansion of the
Right.
95 shit has to be voted on line by line. The
Here's
only thing
another
that
way they can do
passed-
it. Here's another way they can do it. The attorney general can say he's reviewed 2C-35A, which is the marijuana laws. He can say he reviewed it and it doesn't comply anymore. He can say, listen, we have a state that has medical marijuana. According to
call
our
him up?
2C-35 laws, marijuana has no medical value. So one of these is wrong. And I think it's the 2C-35. And we're going to rule it unconstitutional or something like that.
I think that's what he's thinking
there's
about.
a couple ways to do it through the executive office. We just never had an executive that was this open about it. And I'm talking about countrywide. Even Jeff Brown, what's the name? What's
Jeff
the governor of Jerry Brown?
Oh,
Even the governor of California didn't do stuff like this. Like, I think they're getting ready to do something like that. And the New Jersey form of government, the governor's office, is a very powerful government, a very powerful official. And some governments across the state, they're almost figureheads. In New Jersey, the governor is a powerful person. He can do a lot of things. I mean, look what just happened. We had bail reform put on the ballot by Governor Christie, or some of the things that he's done. Governor Christie used to do, because he's a powerful governor. I think this right now with this whole this is important. Listen, for 20 years I've been advocating legalization, and one of the things I've been saying was start prosecuting people. I mean, even when I yelled and hawked down Governor Christie, that's what I said to Governor Christie. What you do is stop prosecuting people.
Yep.
The cops will stop writing tickets after that. Same thing. And the John Barr, the president of the Bar Association, remember I kept writing that
For years.
Like,
Years you said that.
Mr. Barr, all you have to do is stop prosecuting people, and then we have legalization.
And what did he say? What was his answer?
Oh, I can't blah. He said blah 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 blither bladder blah blah blah. Take my place.
Yeah.
Now his boss.
Yeah, there you go.
Now his boss has done it. Imagine if he had done it. He'd have been a hero now. But now the governor did it. So I mean, the attorney general did it. The governor's blessings had to be with that. He couldn't have took that step without the governor's blessing.
No.
You can really say the governor did it.
That's why I'm telling you. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
Orders come from the top, right?
It came from,
This is chess.
Done that without.
Especially
without the
they've just had all these meetings at the governor's like private mansion in the last 2 weeks and everything. And I mean, there were some pretty powerful people that were at all of these different events if you were paying any attention. And then boom, pop, all of a sudden this happened.
Without the governor's blessings, within 30 minutes, he'd have been on 101.5 saying
no,
no,
I retract that. That's not what I meant.
Yep, that's not what's going to happen. I said should.
That sounds
I
familiar.
meant to say would.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we'd have heard the shoulda, woulda, coulda. Or,
Yeah, no.
Right. But
I really don't like
anyway,
that parallel at all.
that was my 5 minutes, people.
Oh, I told him about the door prize for Phillies Mets tickets with the concert afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, for the 5th.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I did see that. Did you email that to me? Hey, wait a minute. There's a Mr. Softy truck.
Exactly. Someone caught it.
He wants his ice cream.
Hey, Christy ain't here no more. He's down in Bayhead.
Bayonne.
All right, I'm hopping off.
Peace. I'll see you later. I want to see how the progress is going. Get ready for the big August 5th party. The FTP.
Wait, Weed Man, what's going on?
The prosecutor.
Somebody just touched my butt.
What's going on August 4th?
It was Terrence.
August 4th, Weed Man, what's going on?
August 5th. August 5th.
Yes. August 4th. Burn it.
It tastes.
Called green.
And it burn like it seriously needs to be burnt.
It's what I'm going to send if this DNA test doesn't work. I'm going to send that green strand.
Oh.
There's got to be something good on there.
You need to burn that thing. Just be done with it.
You eat it.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was fun. What's going on, everyone?
Well, we got 6 more dispensaries coming.
Yep.
I like bike.
I want to ride my bicycle. That's nice. Rich likes bicycles. Let me guess.
Won't fit in like a suitcase, I guess, right?
It's like romper room. Here. Talk. You don't talk when we need you to freaking talk.
I know.
The fuck
And
is the
then
matter
you
with
don't. And then you don't shut up. See?
Really?
Then
When we don't want her to talk, she talks. And when we need her to talk, she doesn't say a damn word.
And we have dead air. Now what?
What do you want?
Had the best course of action is to come out and smack the shit out of him. Yeah, I want you on my team. And they're like, no, don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. Talk to me. Talk to me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me in the eye. And I'm like, okay, all right, take it easy.
That's what the boss was saying. He's like, do not talk to her. She might fuck you up.
Have a use for a ramp.
To get over
sure.
that.
To get over to that hump.
These are not recreational ramps. These are medicinal ramps.
You know that dude that comes by in the wheelchair? He always wants to come and grab a mic, but
he can't
because your show ain't wheelchair accessible. You prick! I'm gonna beat you up.
You're actually right.
I know.
You're right. Justin can't get in here because of the wheelchair.
Justin, how about the Trentonians? Did you see the one dude?
So
with
there's
this
an easy
little-
fix. You just bring the tent
Yeah, we can move
to the
over.
curb.
All right, we can do that.
And you can have wheelchair access right on the sidewalk.
Can accommodate anybody.
You don't do that next week, I'm kicking your ass.
Oh, jeez.
And then all you got to do is get a ramp, and then you'll be fine.
Wait a minute, you had a wheelchair up here before.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
My nephew did it that way, so
You shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, higher
I'm
standard.
sorry to
here.
hear that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that ignorance is no excuse.
I'm sorry we victimized
Podcast.
you. Yeah. We victimized our own people.
Yeah.
See, he thought that's how he'd get rid of
Well,
you. too.
Pure Puff
It's all
Vapor
in his-
Supply is wheelchair
See?
accessible.
I'll get rid of her.
Yeah.
So I have to go buy a ramp now.
You do.
Or
Either
just
that
move the
go
tent.
you
on-
can get
go
them
on
really
flat,
cheap.
flat
Just move
land.
the- Yeah, or just move the tent. I just moved the tent.
You can get them really cheap, Lefty, on Amazon for $100. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, do it.
That's exactly what he's gonna say. Is that you can get them on Amazon for actually. I
Really?
found one for $50.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. All right.
Home Depot has one for $50.
80, I think. 80 at Home Depot.
It's on sale right now for $50.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones that folds up into the car. Like you can take it anywhere.
The ramps you use for your little mobile chair thing
Absolutely.
in an emergency here for someone in a wheelchair, right?
Heck yeah.
So you do have ramps. They're just not the kind of ramp you would normally use. But it
They're
can
not
be.
wheel-
No, it's
You
no,
need
it's
a
not.
specific wheelchair.
Well, I'm just saying here for an emergency.
But
No, I want a
It-
specific one.
Like a piece of plywood.
I want Lefty to spend money on it. Is what I want.
Exactly.
no.
We're gonna
Hey,
kill
then
him with his own medicine.
We should have a
Definitely
ramp
donate it.
telethon. How
This
cool
is
would
a
that be?
A
anti-
ramp.
To embarrass the living
wheelchair.
shit out of someone here, right? Good idea. We'll have a ramp telethon and go to some of these
on the green.
businesses that just refuse to help people, and
Hmm.
we'll just pick the one who's been the most objective, most nasty.
Like the owner of the coffee shop in my town, who's also the mayor, who refuses to put a ramp in because he's saying that he's covered because it's grandfathered in.
Yeah, we need to
The
go there.
building's grandfathered in, but his business is not because his business has not been there as long as the building.
Oh, you might luck out.
So he has to,
This sidewalk.
by law,
might be
he has no
grandfathered in.
choice.
Let's go. Let's go yell at them.
He might have just got off there.
I think, yeah, this might be grandfathered
You're
in. It's
going to be
hilarious.
in Barrington, so you're going to be right down the street.
All right. Barrington's close to you? All right.
Barrington, like you passed me to go to Barrington.
It's near me.
Yep, we're right there in the middle.
Smack
So
dab
since
in the
you're
middle.
gonna be down in Barrington, you'd be right in my hood anyway. So you can get into all the bars. They're all accessible.
Oh, I'm
But
sure they want you drunk.
not the coffee shop. Can't get in the coffee shop. The pizza shop or the ice cream store.
I saw a few that you can't get into.
Mhm.
Let's go yell at them and tell them we're going to sue them for $100,000.
My Petco store
Why don't you just
one
ask
I'm
them to get
not
a ramp?
yelling at is accessible.
Everybody else.
Have
I
you thought
yell at.
about getting a ramp, perhaps?
Well, I'll start like that.
Thank you.
It usually doesn't end like that.
No?
Oh, it won't with the mayor.
Yeah, they'll-
He hates me.
Yeah, they'll
He
slam the
hates
door.
me with a passion.
Good.
So
We'll film his hate
yeah, he and his wife.
and his wife's hate.
They both hate me with
Hateful
passion.
ways.
So yeah, because I'm a big mouth.
Good for you.
Motor mouth.
Good. I was right there. They broke the law. He's the mayor of the town. If the town is paying for an event, it needs to be accessible for all people
Damn
to
straight.
go. And it wasn't. So
Oops.
that's on him. And he didn't like me calling him out.
Oops.
Oh well, dude, do your job and you won't get called out.
Sorry, disabled war vets. Didn't mean to victimize you, but you suck anyway. We don't need you anymore.
Amen.
We should start taking ads out in local newspapers, outing everybody that won't get ramps.
It's pathetic. It's a simple
Call 'em
solution.
tramps.
Tramps.
Ramp tramps.
Ramp tramp. How do we shame them even more? Let's think of
ramp
more ways to shame these people. Creative ways to shame the ignorant people.
If anybody can figure it out, I have faith. It can be done with this group.
Well,
I
then,
do have faith.
Yeah, we'll call them ramp tramps to start with. I like that. Ramp tramp. What else rhymes with ramp?
nipple clamps.
Ah. How are we going to work that in?
Yeah, I don't know how that.
How can we do that?
Oh, easy. Come on. We were talking
Put in some
about-
ramps. We want ramps, not nipple clamps. We want ramps, not nipple.
No.
We want nipple clamps too.
We want
We want it all.
ramps.
We want
Get
all.
your nipple clamps.
Not everybody
Tamps?
has a nipple.
Tams.
Tams.
Tams. Tams. Never heard of that before.
No, I haven't heard that. I'm learning a lot this week.
That's okay. We'll forget it. We'll forget it by next week. Yo, is that ice cream guy really still there?
Well, he's for last week. He sat there for like a couple hours. So he's probably just waiting for you, Wayne.
Yeah. So you, and he's like, all right,
I know he
Governor
wants.
Christie's here.
He's an easy
I
target.
know
about
he
it.
wants ice cream.
Look, it's the old governor. He's
I
back.
know it.
If he plays the music again, I'm a sucker. It's like hypnotic music, man, for fat fucking people. We just
Like the
exactly.
Like the Pied Piper for you. Follow me. I've got ice cream and goodies.
This guy. Nice.
Man, it was great. That's a good video.
He's a skin graft today, thanks.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah.
ouch.
It's a step forward. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, and
She
you
looks at
gotta
it
take
like-
it.
Yeah.
Should be out in a week, hopefully. Hopefully.
It's a win.
Yo,
No
could you
readings
pass me
from
my
the
water?
Vietnam book today.
No, I don't even have it with me. We finished the book. I read through the whole book.
Really?
Yeah. It's short.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a short book.
Short, like your. Could you pass the water, please? Thanks.
It looks like it's from Bayonne.
Trust me, it's essential. I ain't drinking none of that Bayonne shit. It's got
Schuylkill
condoms.
punch.
Holy,
It's a
whoa!
Schuylkill punch. That's what I was.
See that guy?
Oh,
Alfredo was in the
yo,
house.
Alfredo.
How you
What's
doing,
up, dude?
brother?
Mm.
How you doing?
Nice. Little Chihuahua. Why
What
not?
do you got? Chihuahua there? What is that? Pekingese? What is that? Tonkinese? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Veterans of the drug wars.
Great to see you.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, I'm having technical issues here, so just excuse me, please.
More technical.
I know, I'm not
issues.
fun
We
today.
need to get a tech guy.
No, I need someone just here fix this.
You
You need an off-air
Fix this
assessment.
now. Get it working now, so I can yell at them.
Unfortunately,
Either that or just someone that knows what they're doing.
Well,
Not that. It's not that.
It's that.
It's
trust
not
me,
that.
'cause
No.
You're scratching your chin, your head, your ass.
It's
a lot
just
of
not
it.
working. I've done this a million times. It ain't working today. It's not like I haven't done this before. It ain't working today.
You've done it a lot where it doesn't work.
I don't know what more I can do.
I don't know about that.
Sometimes it works after like an hour or two. Don't ask me why. It's the CIA, bro. CIA. And you might be part of the conspiracy, so watch your ass.
That's cute.
How do we know you're not?
Because I'm not smart enough. Come on, use your head.
You might have cop shoes on. They look like running sneakers.
Oh, yeah, look at that. You're running those.
I don't run.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Wait till that ice cream truck.
That's the perfect cover. Wait,
If the
wait
music
until he
goes
plays
on,
some music,
it's different.
and then you'll run.
Yeah, it's like, well.
It's like that old Eddie Murphy skit, Delirious. He's, I'm going to go one more block. Watch this.
All right. Lefty doesn't know what the frig he's doing. So
Still working on the phones here, guys. Give me a break.
So what else has passed and really seriously happened in the last couple weeks other than the suspension of any further cases, which is nice for right now.
They're just adjourning the
And
cases
just
that are
adjourning
in the
them
docket.
temporarily. Yes. What else has happened in the state? Anything big?
we talked about the doubling number of ATCs, right?
Yep, we talked about that.
But when's that
We
happening?
talked about the opioids going down, the amount of scripts going down. Yeah, when is that happening? When do they get to
Like,
start?
did they?
There's a process of taking applications, which I seem to think is a scam. Because you're going to tell me that there's only 6. It's not like there's going to be 500, everybody. No, there's 6.
Right.
There's 1,
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5. You got to use 2 hands, okay? 6 of them.
Mhm.
All right. You're going to tell me that Governor Murphy doesn't know who those 6 people are already? Come on.
That's the point.
So now you're going to pay $20,000 for the application. Oh, but you get $18,000 back.
Yep. So
the state's getting $2,000 per application for what? What are they doing? They already know the fucking answer. They already, hey, it's going to be Morgan, Rich, Steve, Jim, Eric, and Tracy. Okay, that's 6 of you, right? It's going to be them and everybody else. I'm just taking $2,000 from. And that's why I asked Lefty. I know he's busy right now, but I want that over request because I'm just curious as to how many applications there were under Chris Christie's. Because yeah, those 6 got it, but how many applications were there?
Right.
And since it's been rumored to have been said by Governor Murphy that he only wants New Jersey money
I've heard that. I don't know if
to
that's true or
be
not.
in the ATCs. So what does that mean?
So where's Curaleaf going to go?
No. They already got theirs.
Yeah, they're
they already
already
got
here.
theirs.
The new ones have to be
Home.
internal money.
But how does that work? Because my understanding was they only want people with experience opening up.
Of
growing.
course.
So
I have
who has experience in New Jersey growing?
There's a lot of people that do have experience that haven't got caught. That's the key. 'Cause
Yeah, I
if-
don't think you can put that on your resume though.
No, you can. If you know how to grow and you haven't got caught, and you're crazy if you think those people are going to take a fucking government job and get paid shit.
Right.
But yeah, that's why this is. What are you doing now? Nothing. Okay, good.
We're good.
So that's the bottom line. You can get a job, but most growers aren't going to do that. It's just what do you do? Work for a dispensary that what are they going to do? Hire you for so many weeks and then get rid of you, so they're going to pay you fucking unemployment. The big $17 an hour they're going to pay you.
Go Amazon. Did you hear they cleared marijuana as long as you're a patient. You can now pass their onboarding for job for them. So
It's because they were turning too many people away, probably.
well, I mean, like I don't know. They're going to be building that brand new. Like they picked Philadelphia for the new
They're in Jersey
outlet,
too.
so that's going to be good.
Oh, they're
and
huge.
yeah, didn't they pick something out
There are a
in
couple of
Jersey?
states.
And that
There are a
also
couple of
opens up
states
for
that are
everybody that
looking
works
to
for
legalize
them.
cannabis.
There's a lot of people that look to work for them online because they pay $35 an hour to start, but you can't pass like until now, till literally the other day. And now with the change, you can do customer service, payables, receivables, like whatever for them online as long and
You
work
breaking
from
the
home.
table? Jesus. Rich, don't break the table, man. We're breaking it down at 2:00.
It doesn't
2:00.
like Rich. Blame
This
the
is
table.
some, this is some very expensive, sophisticated,
Oily,
dirty, disgusting, bent up.
oily equipment.
See, because it's sticking out.
What'd you say?
Oh,
So why are you
that-
talking
that
about
was,
my
That was
penis,
the
Wayne?
other thing.
Ew.
Was
I
they?
know, Wayne. God.
They're worried about and shops going to start selling sex toys and sex.
Oh, Ron Rice and the
Yes,
Senator.
exactly. Yes.
State Senator
Yeah.
state
Uncle
senator rub one out right.
Moron Rice
Yep.
with his sex toy oils coming to New Jersey.
Context did he hear this?
He says that
Like, I
he's afraid that if they allow more head shops, that there'll be one that opens up across the street from his place of business that will bring to the town sex toys, hemp related oils, sex oils,
Cupcakes with marijuana.
Yep.
Lipstick with marijuana.
Yep.
I'm talking brownies with marijuana.
Sounds good.
And sex toy ors. We don't know if he's saying oils, ors, whores. We haven't figured it out because he's got a little, accent to him.
Candies with marijuana, sex toy oils with marijuana, lipstick with marijuana, all those kinds of products that kids can get.
He sounds like Bubba Gump.
Retail
I thought it was Grover Cleveland.
candies with marijuana,
gumbo shrimp,
sex toy oils with marijuana.
It is Bubba Gump.
That's it. You got it.
Bubba Gump.
Nailed it. Good job.
Uncle Bubba Gump, Ron Rice.
Shrimp with marijuana.
Cannabis shrimp.
No,
sex toy oils with
back.
marijuana.
Go to the beginning where he starts talking about cupcakes and shit.
Cupcakes with marijuana.
The Vice journalist drank a bunch of weed lube and she stayed in bed for 3 days.
Right there.
A Vice journalist.
I read that.
She drank the whole bottle and she stayed in bed for 3 days.
Euphoria or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that. Scary.
Asshole does that.
She tried it. She's like, nope, I'm just gonna drink the whole bottle.
Why would you do?
Well, that's just stupidity.
It was so stupid.
Stupidity.
Talk on the mic. I can't hear you.
Oh, Colleen, tell us. I know
Tell us,
you know
Colleen.
about
Please,
this.
tell
sex
us.
Use
toy
coconut oil with CO2 and make it. You can use it for edibles. You can use it as a sex lube, dude. You get high as shit if you're a girl and you put this sex lube on a guy's dick and then put it in your vagina. Seriously, load it.
Ron Rice knows what he's talking about.
Marie,
Well, I'm
I
saying
see you
I implore
smiling
Ron
over there.
Rice. Don't knock it until you try it, sir.
Sex toy oil.
You know,
I used it. They do like it.
But he doesn't have a
tried
vagina.
it.
I do. The
he
women do
hasn't
like
tried
it.
it. If you tried it, I think you would get it.
I got it. I got it from
Sex
Colorado.
toy oils with marijuana.
We don't want any of that there, doob, lube.
No, this ain't doob lube.
Doob, lube.
No. This is
Doob, lube your doob, dude. Say that 3 times fast. Come on.
It's actually called oh man, what's it called? It's beautiful sex lube. It's awesome.
Well, why would a state senator bring up lube?
Because
what's wrong with him?
That's what he's thinking about.
Why is he thinking about? He's a state senator. Have some decorum.
thinking about screwing
Have
the
some
people.
class.
But what's wrong with having those things?
He's thinking about screwing the people. So oil,
marijuana.
What's wrong with these things? If these are items that improve somebody's quality of life, what does he have an issue with it for?
Hold on.
Well, it's because
Because he doesn't think that they have any
sex toys with marijuana.
Why are you going to deny Colleen?
way to improve.
Why are you gonna deny? Well, seriously, why are you gonna deny women pleasure?
Sex toy oils with marijuana.
We're giving out.
Marijuana.
Hey, next week we're gonna give out some sample sex toy oils.
Sex toy oils.
We're bringing it. We're bringing it to New Jersey.
With marijuana.
I think we have a customer right there. next Thursday, be here, hon. We'll have it for you. Samples. This is a beautiful thing. Sex toy oils.
Marijuana.
Wow. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful
state senator.
I'm telling you, I put. You see, Colleen might have, had it put into whatever. I was the dude that put it on the pepper. It pickled my pepper. Yes, it did. It gave me a weird feeling. It was awesome. I liked it. And then knowing I wasn't the only one that enjoyed it, apparently on the other side they enjoy it too. So why would we deny people of this?
That's true.
What's wrong with Ron Rice?
So what are your thoughts on this?
More Ron Rice.
Can't even.
What do you mean? What do you mean you can't? You should be selling it at your store.
I can't even.
Candies with marijuana. Sex toy oils.
Or you should just have a commercial for your store.
Yeah.
Your store.
Retail selling of couples.
Really, Eric?
At Pure Puff.
At Pure Puff, yeah.
And
really?
Marijuana. Sex toy oils with marijuana.
Oh wow, Eric, that's awesome! What a great store you have.
And lipstick.
I want to thank the senator for marketing.
Lipstick with marijuana.
Oh, lipstick too. That's great. Wow, you got some store there.
Is it lipstick or chapstick? I think he's got that. I don't think anyone's making
No.
lipstick.
It's for the dog.
That would be cool.
Lipstick for the dog, or lube for the dog.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Yeah, don't go there.
Lipstick and lube for the dog. Oh, wow.
You eat it.
Wow.
What? Wait a minute.
I don't know. Bestiality got into this conversation somehow. My God. And all I'm looking at is that poor little chihuahua.
People use cannabis for their
Alfredo,
pets.
walk away, Alfredo.
Bite the dog.
Ron Rice is coming. Put your dog away.
Let Lefty touch it.
Come here. Let's put some lipstick on that dog. See how he looks.
He might bite you.
He might bite you.
Hey, we might kick him.
Thank you.
Sometimes I can't watch your videos. They're too violent.
They're too violent? It's not me.
Our video is too violent. What the hell are you watching?
Chase can't watch them. That's Chase.
Hi, Chase.
Chase Utley. Chase Utley in the house, everybody.
Don't be pissing over there.
We put some lipstick on
You
him.
can piss. It's not my stuff.
If he looks good in lipstick, we're going to lube him up. Hope you don't mind.
Right. You eat it.
We should call Jay Lassiter and see what he thinks of this.
We have no phones.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
You're being
That's
hurtful
cute.
right now. Very
That's
hurtful.
cute.
Very
I didn't
hurtful.
really forget,
You're gonna
but
all just
I
ask
just
me,
thought I'd remind
"Hey,
you is all."
Lefty, why don't we call this guy now? Every 5 minutes, you guys going to ask me?
We actually had an interview all set with Jeff Brown.
Hurtful.
Well, we can't get the damn phone working, so it doesn't matter. So Lefty.
Sorry, Jeff.
Needs to be
we're experiencing
hurtful
technical
contingency.
difficulties.
The guy's following like, yeah, I'll do your stupid podcast.
Grab a mic.
He's not good at email.
Regarding updating the Department of Health's policy for pregnant patients and, kind of putting some guidelines in there. Personally, I have to deal with probation, hospitals, and I don't want to jeopardize custody of my child because I'm a medical marijuana patient. So I've gone ahead and gotten letters from my OBGYN saying that, they're on board. They realize I'm a medical marijuana patient, and as much things as I could do on my end, there really should be some provisions by the Department of Health. I mean, Pennsylvania, as backwards as their program is, even has guidelines for pregnant patients to more of an extent than we do here in New Jersey. So we, when I originally asked them what their stance was on it, they referred me to a study by the American College of Gynecologists and Obstetricians, which instructed me not to use medical cannabis or cannabis at all while pregnant. And the reasons it gave was things like I could fall down. And then it detailed why falls are bad for a baby, an unborn baby, which...
So that would make falls bad for your baby.
Yeah, exactly. It just really wasn't
So it's not don't smoke
anything
weed, it's don't
impressive
fall.
as an expecting mother in terms of science or any sort of science-based evidence. I mean, it was, as the lefty says, it was last century's thinking.
I was so lucky. My doctor was like, "Oh yeah, smoke marijuana, keep doing it."
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the anti-nausea medications that they recommend seemed a lot more dangerous than the option of consuming sour diesel in the morning,
Mhm.
which works.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. 'Cause
yeah.
the anti-nausea does not work.
yeah, and they're dangerous,
And
really.
at what expense to your child?
Mhm,
Yeah, exactly. Like, I could go with 5,000-year-old Chinese medicine or weird new American farmies.
Mhm. I can just feed the money man.
Absolutely crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
Years ago, they used to prescribe a drug called thalidomide for women who were nauseous when they were pregnant, and it wound up causing massive birth defects.
Mhm.
People born with hands and no arms, legs with but no feet, or feet with no legs.
Mm.
That was also sanctioned by our government. So I find anything that they have to say about pregnancy and cannabis in question. Considering we do have a medical cannabis program, but we don't really treat it like it's a medicine.
Nope.
Why aren't people who take, I don't know, pick one, Xanax? How come they don't have to carry around a little card and demand? And when someone of authority, a police officer, asks for it, they must give it to them. Why? Why are we being singled out? It's just one of those issues, man. It pisses me the fuck off.
Give that man a joint. Jesus Christmas.
Well, remember, we all must smoke our own medication because that is the law. We must be in good standing with the Kuma laws, especially here at the state annex.
Yeah, you're on camera. We're on camera right
We're
here.
on camera right now.
So, follow the law.
Follow the law. And if you're listening, we are all following. Everyone is following the law as far as Kuma's concerned. Raise your hands. This, I swear.
Yeah. No, we're leaving the camera on.
I raise my hand for no problem. I'll raise my penis to that, but not my hand.
A toast. A toast.
A toast.
And a little toast that is. Thank you.
Is that your pet name, Toast?
Oh.
Apparently, for the lefty, it is.
Come on, baby. I need some butter on my toast. Better call Ron Rice.
Oh my goodness.
All those kinds of products that kids can get, candies with marijuana,
Now go from the
sex toy
beginning,
oils
man.
with
It
marijuana,
starts with cupcakes.
stores
Man, cupcakes
that
with
do
marijuana.
retail selling of cupcakes with marijuana, candies with marijuana, sexual oils with marijuana,
Yes.
lipstick with marijuana,
Yes.
all those
Do blue.
with marijuana.
Bubba gum.
Shoot, they're gonna make
Chickens with
marijuana out of Rice
marijuana.
Krispies next.
Shrimp, marijuana.
Shrimps with marijuana. Sea scallops with marijuana.
But the real truth of the matter is,
Octopussy with marijuana.
rice with marijuana.
Oh.
Is that black or white rice? Oh. Make it brown, baby.
I like my rice wild. Wild with that cannabis flavor.
Uncle Ron.
Uncle Ron.
Uncle Ron's right.
There you go.
Rooney.
There
Wow,
you go.
Uncle Ron on marijuana.
This is Uncle Ron's sex toy oil shop here. Oh, yeah.
What do you have for sale, Mr. Uncle Ron?
Oh, I got a lot of sex toys and a lot of sex toy oil.
Oh, wow.
Sound
I'm
like
coming in.
Self-lubricated sex toys with sex toy oil with cannabis in it.
Batteries included.
Marijuana.
Uncle
Yeah.
Ron.
Porn shop mops with marijuana.
Hey, you ever get
They
the
got
results?
marijuana porn these days,
Yeah,
I
I'm
hear.
still waiting.
They're coming. They're coming.
I get it.
Yeah, but they,
get it.
I see what you did
they
there.
don't have a marijuana emoji. That pisses me off.
They have a Grateful Dead emoji. I couldn't believe it on Facebook. I was shocked.
Right? Like they have
Yeah, you type in
everything,
grateful and a little
but-
fucking head pops up. It's like,
what?
Finger emoji.
Mm,
Yeah.
They do.
It's great.
But no marijuana leaf.
My son showed me that.
Use that red maple leaf.
I thought like
Yeah,
the
on the text
shithead
they
one was
do.
pretty good
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I like the shithead one.
You mean that's not chocolate ice cream?
No, baby.
Is it chocolate or poop?
I'm so. You want to get? There's a Taliban.
South Park Taliban.
I heard there was a Taliban.
A Tam band.
Everywhere I see Ed Fortune's face. It's weird. Every time I turn around, it's right there. Look, it's right there. Holy cow!
He's watching it.
Ed's got his eyes on Big Brother. The big cannabis brother.
Big Brother.
Yeah, and you guys thought you were watching us. Ha! Ed's got his eye under his eye. Of Putin, of Donald.
The Don.
Handmaid's Tale under his eye.
All right, phone issues today.
I wonder if you could hear me like this.
We got everything.
We can.
Yeah, anything at once.
We can hear you like that.
What you doing? Are you even?
Nothing's working. Nothing's working.
Ed's going dark on us, man. Are you on the Silk Road, Ed, looking for synthetic cannabis? I think you could get it at the Exxon up the block here. I know a guy. I think he may be. I'm going to leave that comment alone for now.
Lefty's in the woods.
He's in the warmth.
No, that ain't warmth.
No.
Oh.
It could be. He's looking.
Watch porn while we're doing this, Lefty. Come on, man.
You can't even watch his
Oh, that's right. The phone's not.
His
Oh, yeah.
homegrown
Sorry.
porn.
Nothing's up.
Nothing's
I'm
up.
just glad we're still broadcasting. That's all I'm happy about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
He just poked himself.
I
Right
did. I
in
just
the
poked
eye.
myself. So I want to thank cmmnj.org, sativacross.com, magicalbutter.com, newjerseyweedman.com. Big party next weekend. Next weekend, guys.
Not this weekend.
What
Next
day?
weekend. Sunday.
Sunday, and that date is
The 5th?
The 5th
August
of
5th.
August.
All day. What are you cooking? What are you making?
I don't know. I was gonna do penne vodka, but I'm not gonna.
Infused?
No alcohol. No.
Can't do that.
No, I ain't
No.
getting paid. I ain't getting paid for this shit. So you're just getting regular food, all right?
Any vodka?
No.
Eggplant?
Maybe. Yeah, that's maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna do meatballs.
Oh, meatballs. Thank you.
Probably do baked ziti. Some kind of pasta with no. I can't do penne and vodka because I can't do a cannabis event and have. Even though it's all burnt off and shit, you always get that one hippie that's like,
Hey, there's vodka in this cannabis.
Yeah, why are you
thing."
promoting a drug that kills millions of people a year, man? Yeah, man.
So just call it something else.
nah, I just make something else. That's all. So a little big CD. That's all. I know what I'm doing. You just show up and eat. That's all.
So it's on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Barini's is going to be doing some catering. There'll be some rad ass music. There will probably be some very fine examples of how to properly smoke all different kinds of cannabis products.
Their store
Only
prices.
if it's your own cannabis product.
That's right.
Some door
Because we
prices.
all must stay in compliance with the Kuma.
Mhm.
Plus, on top of it, there's this fantastic door prize where you can get
a picture of Wayne naked. Oh, sorry.
And along with that picture of Wayne naked, we will also complimentarily heat up. Well, either way, we're going to have tickets to a football game.
Phillies game. It's
A
Phillies.
Phillies
it's
game.
Phillies versus the New York Mets.
Mets.
With a concert
The
afterwards.
Mets.
The Old Dominion.
Phillies
all-
against the Mets.
All in one.
Mm.
So, yeah, and that's going to be anything that we make off of that will be donated back to Weedman, of course.
Right on.
For the joint.
And there's a $42 donation. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. To get
Just so
down.
you know, $42.
Actually,
come down,
it's-
hang out.
I think it's 42 if you get your tickets online.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me where. Look at my page or Lefty's page or Weedman's page. It'll have a link $42.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I believe it's 50 at the door.
50.
So don't pay people, don't pay online. Pay at the door. That way the joint makes more money. Right?
I want chicken wings after.
Dude,
lunch.
that's cheaper
I'm
to
being
get in.
Trenton.
Get the tickets online. So I am. Sorry.
It's a better account of who's coming.
Cash or trades?
He's got a video of Weed Man and Chris Christie.
A new Chris Christie video. We said
Brand
we'd never
new.
do it again, but we did it again. We did it one more time. Yeah, it was all over his shoulder. He didn't even know it. You didn't even tell him yet.
Brought it home with him.
What's wrong with you?
Hold on, you had shit on your neck.
I know. I was just you spit him like 4 times, at least 4 times.
What are you, a
Right
fucking? What are you, a llama?
Hey, wait till you see the video.
Everybody.
Wait till you see the video, you'll understand.
Disgusting, man.
It wasn't me. He's talking Chris Christie did that shit.
That's your
It
excuse.
wasn't me. He was driving. I'm like, yo, bro, you got a chunk on your.
I had chunks out of my beard. It was gross.
Oh, that was fun to me.
You were saving it for later.
And now I know why you got a headache the next day, because you ate all donuts and all that chocolate. That's why you had a headache the next day.
Oof, that was terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah, don't do that again. You're supposed to spit. I told you, spit. Don't swallow. You didn't listen.
At least I opened my mouth and Bayonne the best, you know.
UFCW 152, David versus Autism.org, medical-freedom.com, New Jersey Grannies for Grass, JacksonStorms.com, Arlene.com, Pure Puff Vapor Supply. Hold on. Pure Puff Vapor Supply. And
hey, that's the place you can get your cannabis lipstick, cannabis shrimp, right? Pure Puff Vapor Supply.
Cannabis gumbo.
Stick with marijuana.
Mike, damn.
And so far, Michelle's auction thing is $22.50. Wayne, the
$22.50.
Right?
It was up to 31.
31.
That was like an hour ago.
All right, 31.
We should check again.
We'll keep it going for another week.
Yeah.
Let's try to get it up to 420.
Yeah,
$42.
$42.
Anybody $42 for this? Anybody? $42. 42.
It might be past 42. You don't know.
Yeah, because if it's more, you know.
This is Looney Bin art, ladies and gentlemen. Looney Bin. This is what
It's one of a
About
kind.
us. That's in the room.
Private. Greatest.
Pay for that later.
I'll do whip this time.
We're gonna have to call Ron Racing the greens. Ooh, we all like our greens now.
I found a really good recipe for peanut butter cups, marijuana peanut butter cups. I was like, yeah, gotta make some.
Interesting.
Diabetes.
Hey, Bruce, I think she's like, she's got her own. Just go off with it, man. She just rock.
Is she safe? Does she have like the same kind of thing on
Yeah, she used to do that, but every time we for the end of our,
I got one.
I want to get him.
I don't want one now.
These are the
Forget
best.
it.
These are the best. Something.
Another use. Yet another use for that, right? So
oh man.
For the moment, it like Yosemite Sam came to mind. I would speak. I mean, just or Foghorn. Boy, I said, boy.
I like the bubble gum.
Don't be using that too, Blue. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like you're doing it today, bro.
Our list gets longer every month, it seems. And we start with Cheryl Miller because she used to come here and fight from her deathbed, and she couldn't move her arms or legs, and she just fought with her head, literally. Asking me what the hell am I doing because I'm in pain today. What do you do this for, Lefty? Why you're in pain? What the hell are you doing? I said, well, Cheryl Miller came down here and fought with her friggin' head. She couldn't even walk. They pushed her around the bed. Jim used to push her around. So, and it's funny because even Michelle, when I go to Michelle, I can't complain to her. I feel like shit. She'll go, shut up, Lefty. I have MS. You're a pussy. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right.
Well, yeah, she is right. You're a pussy.
What do I say to that?
Yeah, I am a pussy.
So where?
In your case, I mean, that's what you would say.
I said, I'm not gay anymore.
No, you're still gay because you're not gay any less.
Gay for the stay.
Just saying. Sorry.
You're funny. So, yeah, Cheryl, you're on the top of our list. She actually started me on my activism. When I saw her, what she went through, it really affected me. Sabina Rose was 15 months old, and she died waiting for her cannabis. Still talk to Phil once in a while, right? I see you on with Phil occasionally.
I think he's coming to Morristown.
Good.
I think he's getting his card too. I think he's thinking about getting his card.
Good. Nice.
Philip and his wife.
Why not?
I always want to call her Joanna, but that's not her name because that's her last name.
Paula. That family was through hell. What they did to that family, put them through hoops. I mean, they had enough to deal with, and the government just made them jump through more hoops and spend more time that they didn't have.
All they wanted to do was have their little daughter just stop seizing up.
Yep.
That's all they wanted. Never even got to find out if cannabis would help. Because Sabina was too busy. She was too busy having consultations with 3 doctors. That was the law back then. If you were under 2 years old, you had to have a baby doctor, a shrink doctor.
A psychiatrist for Sabina.
Yeah.
What are you going to tell Sabina if you're a psychiatrist? Yeah, how's that work out? Hi, Sabina. How are you today?
She died before she even got her card. That's how long the process was.
Yeah.
She died before she even got her card.
She waited months.
Do this, do that. See this doctor. See that doctor too. Hey, and see that doctor. Okay, they all agree.
Give me more money. More money. More money.
Yeah, let us think about it.
All right, hold on.
Of course, Dina passed away. And then there was like insult to injury. I think she finally got her fucking card. What was it, like 2 weeks later?
2 weeks later.
2 weeks, yeah.
Pretty shocking.
That was like the big FU from the state. Hey, here's your card for your...
Here's your medical cannabis card for your dead baby. Sorry. Sorry for your loss.
Sad. Come a long way. Your cannabis to... Yeah, the school nurses are being dicks. They're playing the federal.
Yeah.
Even though Governor Christie signed the bill, made it a law. But it all started with the kids like Sabina.
Yeah. Diane, good.
Thank God for people like fought paid for us to have a program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go. Just get this list done. Jesus.
Sad,
we
man.
could talk. We could
It's
talk
sad.
to everyone. We could talk about for freaking 10 minutes.
And we're
easy.
gonna. Because Diane Patella died from Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. You know what ALS does to you? Can anyone describe what ALS does to your body?
Eats away, pretty much.
It slowly shuts down everything until you end up drowning in your own lung fluid.
Right. You're a prisoner in your own body, and you're aware of what's going on around you, but you can't speak. You can't tell anybody what's going on, but you're right there, and you're just feeling all the pain, all the suffering. You're still there, but you can't tell anybody. You can't express yourself. That's scary. So she died from that, and she came here, and she was very happy when we had those little victories in the Statehouse, and she was out here, I think, dancing one day a little bit, like because they were playing a song. I forget what song it was.
Where was she from? What state was it?
She was down here, I think.
From Jersey.
Jersey, yeah. Gracie, little girl. Cindy Mae, little girl. Marie from Pennsylvania died from cancer. Little Jack. Little Jake. Ford. It's William's mom. Really beautiful book was written from her. Epilepsy and drop seizures. And no, she didn't get a cannabis card. She grew up in the 40s and 50s where they thought when you had a seizure you were actually being possessed by the devil. So yeah, there's that. It's very hurtful.
Imagine that shit. Stay away from her.
Kick her.
Throw the holy water on her.
Kick her. She's got Satan in her.
Get the priest. We're gonna do an exorcism.
Throw her out the window. Get her out. Get her away from the other kids, quick. Seriously, they were like, shut her. Stay away from Joan. Stay away from Joan. She's got the devil in her.
That was a Catholic school.
Yeah.
That was nuns.
Yeah. That's why Christians get a bad sometimes.
Are you surprised?
Idiots. Idiots like that. Oh, all right. Randy Robertson died from cancer. He had the procedure done to him. You know what the Will procedure is, Wayne?
So, no. You know what it should be called? Fuck your life up procedure. Because it seems that everyone that I know that's done the Whipple, it's like a fucking lobotomy, pretty much.
It's a very expensive thing to do. Well, you have insurance? Yeah, I would try to get everything I can out of a dead person. If I was a capitalist doctor scumbag, yeah, let's get him for this, let's get him for that, let's put an implant here, let's do this there, let's do this. Let's do that.
It doesn't work.
It ain't gonna work.
It's never ever worked. I've never heard of one. I don't even believe Whipple, the doctor that fucking started the shit. I don't even believe he did one that worked.
Wasn't that the guy who sold this Charmin? Charmin guy? Whipple? Mr. Whipple?
Don't squeeze my Charmin.
Don't squeeze my Charmin guy. Yeah. I hate that. Now I hate that word. I used to love Whipple. Now I don't like Whipple. I don't like it anymore. Whipple used to be cool. Now it sucks.
Whipple's like a fucking torture treatment.
Little Polly Connolly. Well, actually, she's not little. She was a young girl. But Polly Connolly was young and she died. She was a cannabis patient. I believe she had an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Car accident, right?
Yeah.
She used to have seizures, right?
I think, yeah.
Pretty sure.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think that's why she had a car.
She's young, man. She was very young.
Young enough to be our daughter.
What, I mean, if we were married, me and you? Why you got to talk like that for? You always go there with me. Why? What's wrong with you?
That was
Don't look at me when you talk like that.
You wish that we were married.
I would never marry you.
Oh, please.
You guys make a nice couple.
We would definitely need that sex toy oil for his ass. I'll tell you that.
Knew that was coming.
I know it, Jay Lassiter. Anyway, sorry. Where do we go?
Wow.
Guys are leaving on that one.
Yeah.
We chased Alfredo out. You know what? I'm sorry, Alfredo. Good.
I'll see you in September.
Ella's on our list here.
Why don't you hold on for a second and just...
Ella's on our list. Ella Bagelman. Before you go, I just want to say she's on our list. She's been on our list ever since then.
He knows. He watches.
We're just very sorry. She used to come here, and she used to love to come here, and
yes.
Ella was a beautiful person.
Yeah, it just sucks. This list sucks, man. This list is very hurtful, and I hope that it's helpful in some way to someone.
Get her cannabis.
She got a card?
No, but she got.
Well, yes.
Right, and we know how. Good for you. You're the man.
Alfredo did that.
Alfredo, you're the man.
Take care, man. Peace.
Okay. Colette was Jeff's mom. She died from MS. Jeremy is Joanne's husband. He grew some dank ass weed. Chad died from brain cancer. Oh, here's a happy story for you all. Remember this one with Chad? When Chad was diagnosed with brain cancer, his father kills himself, leaving poor Iris to take care of Chad himself. That is brutal right there. And then he couldn't get the oil he couldn't get what he needed, and Acurio got him some oil and helped him. And he lived. He had 2 weeks to live, and he actually lived for quite a few months after that with the oil. So, Bill Buckman, attorney, Matt, Troy. It's brutal. It's brutal. This is brutal. Coach, is that the Ed's like, yeah, that's the one who died. I'm like, she's in this video. She's actually in the video with Ed Fortune and Wayne.
They put a picture of the raid.
Yeah.
It's like, just Google. And all of a sudden, boom, we put it on. And then there it just pops up right there.
She's walking down the alley with her.
Mimo. It's just Felicia and Mimo. And they got up. They were the first one up the building. Yeah.
They were part of the raid. What was it? Oh, yeah. Turn that back, please. Wait. All right. Thank you.
Lean back.
Lean back. Lean back.
Yeah. Don't lean back. Don't lean. Please.
What?
Right.
Huh?
What? Everyone.
Immediate headache.
Oh. So yeah, Felicia. Wow. For whatever reason, to be in that video. Lynn, Dan, Marine vet Sean McKay, Joyce Fortini, Bride, and Honeybee's son. His name is Michael Dillon. He had drop seizures. Drop seizures are very deadly. When you see a kid with a helmet on, it's pretty much probably what they have. And they're a minute away from death at any moment. So give your 10% tithing to someone who needs it. Some of y'all got a lot of cannabis with it. Give 10% to someone who really needs it. There's a lot of people that can't afford it. You might be one of them.
If you grow, if you sell, if you have anything to do with cannabis, 10% up.
It's a tithing. It's called tithings. If you're Christian,
pay it back. You only get it back tenfold. Trust me.
Yeah, you will.
Trust me, you will. And in the meantime, you'll actually help people that actually use cannabis as medicine.
And that really need the help.
Go ahead, say something, punk.
We were talking about this on the way up.
What were you talking about?
Tracy and I. We don't have to get into the details of the conversation, but
about if there was a co-op system to be able to help
giving the people,
yeah, like a co-op system to help offset the cost. And I know Joanne touched on it in her letter to the Department of Health, so I don't know the exact wording, but I know it's in there. But yeah, we were talking about. It's on top of home grow. If you're going to home grow, why not put a little bit aside for somebody that really needs it? You know, a patient in need.
10%.
There's homebound people that just don't leave the house.
Exactly. Sure. Like, and then if the state wants to get involved, like have a way where you turn it over to the state, and then they can disseminate it
no, I would
to the
gladly
patients
give my
in
trim.
need.
I would gladly give my trim if I could grow. I would give
Yeah,
my
me
trim.
too.
I'd give it right back to not the state, at least someone
Who
that
could-
would process that and
Yeah.
make medicine out of
Yeah,
it. I
there
would
you
do that in a
go.
heartbeat
Yeah, absolutely.
instead of making my own hash. Well, I'm just saying. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. And then we can help more patients.
Then every 10 plants I grow, take one, boom, just give it away to a patient. Every 10 ounces of weed you sell, just give one away. 10%.
Some people are too greedy for that.
And they're the ones that get caught by the police, and they're the ones that bad things happen to.
That's true. That is true.
If you're going to treat cannabis like it's a plant, like it's a gift from God, yeah, this is America. You got to get your money, blah, blah, blah. But at the same point in time, don't be greedy. Give at least 10% back.
I hear you. I'm on board
That's
with that.
honeybees. That's her big thing. That should be everybody in the cannabis world.
You should. That way you're helping other patients.
You know, like the man, guy's got a business. He makes a lot of money off of stoners, and the guy gives back immensely. He gives many, many machines away. He gives many things away. Go Gary Angel. And everybody in the cannabis business needs to take a lesson from people like him. You gonna call her again? What's the deal?
All right. Sure.
Yeah, let's go. Pretend we're gonna buy tires.
One more.
Rubbers? Anyone? I like radials. Myself.
I could use a pair of slicks.
Right. Third time.
So next weekend at the Joint on Sunday, Morristown Saturday, all weekend. Cannabis parties all weekend next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. We got a free one in Morristown, and we got the $42 event to get the Joint open.
We got to tell people about the Morristown. We got to tell them.
Yeah, it's
I'm
Morristown.
I'm telling all my people I know.
Morristown Green, it's huge. People are talking about this.
And I haven't told people, anybody down in the Camden County area, if anybody needs rides, if they're worried about it that day, I might be able to get a bus. So
Sweet.
You're gonna bus people up?
why not?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some Barini
Why
sandwiches
not?
there.
I mean, that way
Little party
there's-
bus.
It's gonna be a party.
That way people don't have to worry about driving, or those that want to come that can't drive or whatever. You know, we can figure out a centralized location, and why not?
And there's always something to do in Morristown. Lots of great restaurants. I mean, there's a train right there. You can take the train wherever you need to go.
I'm gonna go to Starbucks, get me a venti, mochiata, whatever the hell, macchiata, whatever, and then follow that up with a nice joint on the green.
Nice.
And then have a Barini sandwich. Lefty be there. Are you gonna DJ or what are you
We
doing?
got DJs. Dr. Stepper's coming.
Cool. Woo. Cool. So you're gonna actually
Herb
enjoy
Funk.
it.
Yeah, Herb Funk. We'll be podcasting.
Real DJs.
We got real guys.
Real DJs. Not Lefty
Not
will
me.
be the DJ.
No, we got DJs.
And the psychedelic wheelchair, right?
There'll be wheelchair painting.
That's
Wheelchair
cool.
race too.
That's going to be
Psychedelic
interesting.
Wheelchair race. The winner will get a free joint, something like that.
And yoga. Psychedelic yoga.
Chevy Chase. Yoga, you know, you gotta get your chi, you gotta focus. You know, never mind. I'm gonna keep fucking with you.
I'm gonna try to get it when you. Damn it! Do it.
I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Yep. Be there August 4th. It's a free event. Get high on the green. And that's actually what they call this little park. It's actually a park that's not a park. So you can actually smoke your medical marijuana there. And you can smoke marijuana there too. The Morristown cops are like, I don't know.
They don't care.
You know, You just stay next to us card holders.
Yeah,
Well,
stand in the
you're
middle.
definitely gonna have less of a problem now that they made the announcement in the state.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. Exactly. So you would think that should up sales for both for the joint because nobody's got an excuse anymore not to go.
Yeah.
Yes. And also don't forget there will be vendors at the joint. That's the August 5th party. There will be vendors. There'll also be vendors in Morristown. Lefty's going to be selling some shirts.
No, we can't sell anything in Morristown. Nothing's
Nothing.
for sale. No.
Okay,
nothing's
never
for sale.
mind. There will be no vendors.
In Morristown. No vendors. Free. Everything's free in Morristown. Free for everything. I'll have a free shirt. How you go? You can have this free shirt. There's one shirt left. Whoever wins the yoga race. Is there a yoga race? That was a wheelchair race.
Oh, you guys suck.
What?
The ice cream guy left with no one told me.
Hurtful.
Sorry.
You bastard.
Yeah, exactly. He never played the song again.
He could have got like $100 from me. I was kind of hungry.
It's his loss.
Just from you?
Yeah, just for me. I would have took page 3. That's all the icicle ones. Anyway,
What'd you do with those water guns?
water guns?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you buy a bunch of water guns off that guy? at
Oh,
one time?
those things. Yeah. They were bubble guns.
Bubble guns.
Yeah.
You have fun with them?
I gave them to my nieces and nephews, and yeah.
Nice.
I still got like 5 more. Would you like one?
No, I'm
I'll
good.
send it to you.
I'm trying to cut down.
Next Thursday, I'll bring it. Fire truck.
My kid would love that.
Yeah,
I'll have
my
to
kid's a
bring
little
it.
too old for that.
See, mine's only 8, so he's still into that stuff.
Yeah, no, yeah. 16.
Those bubbles.
I gotta get him away from video games.
The dude that sold me the bubble guns.
That sucks.
All these guys, the only one who's a faithful is Terrence. That's right, T. We love you.
Did you buy him new socks?
No, I didn't buy him shit. I should buy him a blanket. No, I like that. He's got a peace blanket. That's cool.
Buy him some new socks, please.
New socks, Terrence.
Yeah, get him some socks.
Some new socks, buddy. I don't know. You got big feet like that. Let the women know. Let them know you got some size fucking 13s. They might like that.
They do like that.
No, I'm just seeing the big feet because now I know because I got big feet. I can't give them regular socks. I got to give them big boy socks because when I put on regular socks, like they come up to Lefty's knee and they come up to they look like they're ankle less socks. Not easy having big feet. Anyway, we'll get you some new socks, buddy. Fuckaroo. All right.
Back to dead air.
It's that time of the show.
Yeah.
They shall grow.
They shall grow. It's
Oh boy. I already forgot the password. What is the password?
Hashtag they shall grow. Hashtag hashtag the safe word that Wayne knows. Hashtag safe word. Hashtag rice lube. Rice crispy. Hashtag rice can of crispy treats.
With marijuana, sex toy oils with marijuana.
I get a name.
Yes, sir.
With my cupcakes with marijuana.
Lipstick with marijuana.
Oh, it's even in cosmeuticals.
Cosmeuticals?
Well, like I said, you have.
I
the
heard it
girl-
on Green Acres. That's how they say it. Cosmeuticals.
You had the girl put the lipstick on and have her give you a blowjob, and there you go.
That reminds me of
Whoa,
a joke.
hold on.
Whoa.
What a great
Whoa.
idea. You could use some of that there cannabis lipstick and perform. You could fillet your hub.
There you
your
go.
hubbin'.
Yeah.
And damn,
You can
there could be some
perform, you can
transferring.
perform some sexual acts.
Ooh, sexual acts
with horses,
Yeah.
with cannabis,
horses,
with cannabis
with sex
lipstick.
toys,
Oh, Wilbur.
Jesus.
vibrating text. Never mind. Oh, what the?
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Is that honeybee?
Too late.
Is the phone mysteriously working?
Good timing.
You got it.
Timing.
There you go.
Hi, honeybee. You're on the air.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yes.
Hey.
Everybody's high.
Hi with a GH.
We were just at the hashtag part of the show. We didn't know where you were.
Oh, I bet you honeybee knows.
Well, I'm at work today.
We don't care.
Yeah, we really can care less about your personal problems.
You're gonna care about my personal problems.
Well, that's different. They're talking about personal stuff now.
Today's challenge. Let's go.
Ready, go.
Be funny.
And go. You're really right at hashtag They Shall Go.
Yes. And my phone's
Hashtag They Shall Go.
and my phone's screwed up, so I'm giving the show over to you, and I'm turning everyone else down. Show is yours. Ready, go.
How is everyone doing today? Well, music theme song, just music only. After my favorite artist, Natalie Rice, Blue. Oh, I forgot the name of this. My favorite. Well, music theme song, just music only. After my favorite artist, her name is Natalie Rice. But anyways, made a really cool theme song. Everyone subscribe to Sativa Cross West. Help me out. Spread the love. So things are pretty exciting here. I just got my USB cable extender, so my audio or my video will show everyone who's on my show. I just had a little short cable, so it didn't work so well. But, you know, I'm learning. I figured out how to take calls, which is cool, without getting that phone interface. I'm pretty excited about that. I have people just waiting to be on my show. Now I'm just getting ready for my next one.
When is that?
But, you know, I'm thinking every 2 weeks while I'm first starting out, since I do have a full-time job. I'm thinking that's good. That gives me enough time to get it ready, get my guests ready, and
We need to practice then.
have a good show.
We need to do a practice every week.
Yes. You know, I'm still learning on my own because I always had you to help me when I did yours. And like now, you know, I'm just ending the show, but I'm not having to be audio and video and no dead air person.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
Yeah, it's quite a lot of work. And it's not easy. And like my sound went out so fast. And then you're trying to entertain everyone and keep everyone talking. It's not an easy task, for sure. So, you know, you're doing a great job, and it's not easy.
See, things-
Especially, you know, you have...
Get them fixed quickly. When they do screw, know how to fix it fast. So I'm still going to put you through boot camp. We're going to boot camp, Honeybee.
I'm ready for it.
We're going to start yanking wires on you. We're going to do that.
You, I can do it all on my own.
We're going to practice that a lot.
You know, learning these new applications like Wirecast, there's so many different settings that you have to have right, because I thought the camera that was on air was not the one that was on air. So, live, learn, and grow,
Yeah, you get a black screen otherwise.
right?
Yep, you got to send it.
But I'm doing it. I told you guys I would do it, and
You
I
did
did
it.
it,
You
and I'm
did it.
going to continue to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stop, because my son Michael passed away from, and so many people affected by this know that I can help. And I don't want people to hurt. I don't want people to hurt like I hurt. My heart is broken. It's not an easy thing to lose a son or a child or a loved one, especially when you know that cannabis could have saved their lives or could have made it last longer. This one little plant could make someone live longer. You know what? I'm going to fight for that plant. So watch me, guys. Woo! Ready for it.
You go, honeybee.
Thank you, Lefty. Well, I have to end the show because I got to go back to work. But you know what? I'm going to get so good that I'm not going to have this daytime job. That's my goal. So I can do this full time. So I can go to the state houses. So I can go to the council meetings. So I can show people where our focus needs to be. Because not a lot of people know what they need to do. So I'm going to show them what they need to do and where to do it. You know, even though Oregon has recreational and medical, there are still problems with the program. So I'm going to help that.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see you podcast from your state house. That's going to be the best.
I'm going to get there. And there's this guy who I heard speak at the Global Cannabis March, and he was going, he was calling on patients to come down and go to the council meetings, because if you don't go there, you're not going to make a difference, and they're just going to do what they want. And then it's like you didn't do anything. So if you really want to make a difference, you got to show up at these council meetings. You got to let them know that, no, they can't just do whatever the fuck they want. There are people out there sick and dying. Those people can't come to these council meetings because they're sick and they're dying. They're in wheelchairs. They're in hospital beds. They're laid up at home. They can't get out. So the people who can do that need to go do that everywhere. And sometimes it's because they're just unaware. Most of the times it's because they're stupid and jerks. But we need to go let them know that that's not acceptable and it's not okay. So that's why we're here, City Cross and City Cross West. And there's a lot of other people out there as well. To come together and make a difference and help save lives. Because cannabis saves lives. Hands down. No questions. Well, thanks for calling. And hashtag they shall grow.
They shall grow.
I don't hear anyone else saying it.
They shall grow.
They shall grow.
They shall grow.
They shall grow.
We need a
They shall grow.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them. Set.